The Stranger Things series finale just aired. 10 years, 5 seasons. The journey is now concluded. I didn't make a review after Volume 2 dropped. I made one after Volume 1. I had a hot take people didn't quite like, perhaps a little too spicy. I thought it was a pretty underwhelming start. Volume 2 rolls around and people are singing a little bit of a different tune there. I thought it was even weaker than Volume 1. Since the finale aired, I'm going to give you my all-encompassing review of the Stranger Things Season 5. So with Volume 2, I thought it introduced even more ass pulls. So now all of a sudden, Mama Wheeler is a superhero. She instantly overcomes her injuries, and as they're being chased by the Demogorgon dogs, the Demo dogs, Robin, Lucas, and Max are in a laundry room in the hospital after the Demo dogs have annihilated some soldiers. And while there, he is still playing Kate Bush to try and help Max back to the corporeal realm. And as they're taking cover by a washing machine, the Demo dogs are scouring the area. It's 3 of them. And they're looking around as slow as possible. They're moving slower than I would if you fed me fucking 15 shots of absinthe. It is unbelievable how slow they're moving. Robin even makes a mention to Lucas hey, turn off that fucking Kate Bush. We gotta pipe down here real quick or we're gonna die. And he's like, nope. So he doesn't. The Kate Bush is still playing. Somehow this doesn't alert the dogs in any way, shape, or form to their location. Maybe they're huge Kate Bush fans and didn't want to interrupt the track, or maybe they're completely deaf. But as the dogs get closer, that's when Mama Wheeler pops in, because she had actually booby-trapped one of the washing machines. She put an explosive in there, and as the washing machine starts, all 3 dogs all of a sudden get alerted to it, I'm guessing by sound, so they're not fully deaf. And then they're just watching the washing machine complete its cycle with the explosive in there, blows up, kills all 3. Mama Wheeler saves the day. And literally 2 episodes ago, we just saw that she can't really move and she literally can't speak. But in this episode, not only can she move and speak, but she's the fucking Terminator and even has a full conversation about how she needs to get her daughter back. So I guess she has Wolverine's healing factor now, I suppose. But that's just indicative of my main complaint of this season, where everything just happens with no real explanation for how that's even possible for it to be happening in that way. Everything is just so fucking convenient, and there is such a complete disregard for stakes anymore because everyone is basically immortal. We're going to be getting into spoilers here for the finale now, so big spoiler warning. I thought for sure in the finale this is where it was going to get dark, like they had hinted at so many times about there's going to be dark Christmas for Stranger Things, that kind of thing. And still, even in the finale, nobody dies, except for one character they brought back, which was Elle's sister, who we hadn't seen since Season 2 in the most hated episode in the entire fucking history of the series, basically. Well, second only to the conclusion of Volume 2, I suppose. So a character we don't know, can't really care about, who had very little screen time in the season, is the one they decided to kill as the emotional moment. But there was just a complete reluctance here from the writers to actually kill off characters that would have made sense to kill off in that moment for a whole completed character arc, and to remind the audience that this is an intense situation. This is, life or death scenarios. It's not Weenie Hut Jr. Previous seasons, they had no problem doing that. Killing off Eddie in last season, for example. I thought they executed that very well. It was emotional. But in this season, they almost kind of make his death a joke. It really feels worthless because the Upside Down is no longer a scary enemy in and of itself. The Upside Down is basically just going to the park, except it's dark and cloudy. That's it. Those bats that annihilated Eddie, that he sacrificed himself trying to save everyone with those bats, they're not even here. They don't exist anymore. I guess the bats were so impressed with his courage that they all killed themselves. I mean, you could make a leap saying the military went in and wiped them all out. Maybe, I guess. That's not something they showed. Or you could talk about Vecna's pseudo-defeat, maybe having all the bats go extinct. I guess, maybe. But even still, that choice to no longer have actual enemies or terror in the Upside Down takes so much wind out of its sails. You can literally just fucking spring break there, and they spend most of the season doing that in the Upside Down. I just don't like how afraid they were to kill off characters, or even really put them in scenarios of peril where you thought they might die. There was only 1 or 2 moments where I thought, oh, this character's going to die here, and then they didn't. And I don't want this to get twisted because you don't have to have characters dying left and right in order to make it a compelling emotional story. But Stranger Things, across 4 seasons, did use that as a very effective tool in this universe. So to have it all of a sudden no longer be present in any way, shape, or form it feels underwhelming, especially for what's supposed to be the gloves coming off final season finale that we've been building to for a fucking decade. And it just felt so easy for them to do exactly what they wanted, everything falling exactly how they needed it to, according to plan. And if things were a little cattywampus out of whack, it was like that to fix it. It just felt so simple for them. So I just leave feeling underwhelmed. Now, of course, everyone was talking about and making fun of Volume 2's final episode with Will, taking control of Vecna and turning his head saying, run, that kind of thing. And also the Will coming out scene, a lot of people were clowning on that for being not very great, especially compared to how they handled similar subject matter in the previous season, where they turned it into a basically Avengers in-game moment, or like Lord of the Rings and My Axe, that kind of thing. It does just feel like season 5 felt very rushed in its writing, where they knew what points they wanted to hit, and they kind of just threw caution to the wind to getting to those points in the plot. Like the Mind Flayer being brought back into the fold. I actually like that explanation for how the Mind Flayer played into Vecna and how they were basically, in this symbiotic relationship with one another. Mind Flayer maybe controlling Vecna, but actually not really. Vecna, Henry, he agreed with everything he was shown there, and they are one entity. Very cool, considering we were all led to believe that it was Henry controlling the Mind Flayer. I thought that was cool. We get a little bit of Henry's backstory, which was alright. I didn't love his backstory all that much, but it was decent. What I did really like was the explanation for what the Upside Down is, being a wormhole. I thought that was great. I thought that was a very cool explanation, and it did add a lot to the finale, where it's like, his plan is to merge the Abyss, which is where, Henry was blasted, banished to the fucking Shadow Realm in the back rooms, sent him there, and then that wormhole ties into L's origins. And now that connects Abyss and Hawkins, and the plan is to bring the Abyss and merge it with our dimension, our world, and they have to stop that. I thought that was all very cool. I really liked that. I don't think it was all bad or anything like that. There are some things I liked. I thought there were even some great moments in the season, but on the whole, it just feels like a lot of it was super rushed, and overall I find it to be the weakest season in the franchise, and being the series finale, the final season, that just leaves me feeling a little underwhelmed. All I'm saying, just a little disappointing, because some characters that we had watched for 4 seasons prior barely had anything to do in this season. For example, Joyce and Jonathan, it feels like they're not even related anymore. I don't think there is a single moment in this season where Joyce and Jonathan even spoke to each other in anything that resembles love or family. Whereas before, that was a very fleshed out relationship, and now all of a sudden they're fucking strangers to one another. They just brought in so many characters into the fold that some of them that we had followed for a decade just didn't have a whole lot to do, and just didn't do fucking anything, really. And one of the main characters in season 5, Holly, is a character that had nothing to do for the previous 4 seasons, but now has more screen time than I think any other individual character from the main cast. So that's just kind of like a weird decision to make, where now all of a sudden you're bringing in yet another character in an already jam-packed series of characters that now we're spending most of the time with, and kind of sidelining the others, putting them on the bench. Just, it felt like an odd direction to take it. I don't think Holly was a bad character, and the arc she goes on with being kidnapped by Henry and everything, I thought was a pretty compelling piece to this season. But I also don't think it necessitated that much screen time and that much focus, which was taken away from the rest of the crew, who then, when we see them, they basically solved all the problems and are in position now to execute their plan, and you're left wondering, well, how the fuck did we even get to this point? You know what I mean? Those are kind of like my broad strokes impressions of season 5 as a whole, but I want to talk specifically now about the finale, because I liked the finale much more than most of the episodes of this season. But that's not to say it's perfect, and I want to get the complaints on the finale out of the way right now. The biggest complaint I have is just how easy it was to defeat Vecna and the Mind Flayer. They look like actual chumps. You build this up, these 2 big bad entities, for so long, and we've seen them be somewhat defeated in the past, but now we see them in prime shape. This is them at their most powerful, and they are easily disposed of, especially the Mind Flayer. Very cool looking enemy in the Abyss. They make the Mind Flayer look hype as fuck. But the Mind Flayer is defeated by the team deciding we need one person to be bait, which is Nancy, who has become basically like a G.I. Joe super soldier. She's killed like a bunch of people now. She's an elite marksman killing everyone, so she's going to be the bait to shoot the mind flare and have it chase her to a cliffside where the rest of the team is going to ambush it. And they come up with this plan while they are being cornered and chased by the mind flare, meaning that they only have like maybe a minute at most, but more than likely like 45 seconds to somehow have Nancy be bait for the mind flare without getting caught, this giant creature, and the rest of the crew is going to scale an entire mountainside, get to the top in like a minute, and then start like peppering it from up there. Break. And then they do it. Instantly they do it. Nancy outruns it, gets to the entrance to the cliffside. Everyone's already on top. I guess they fucking teleported it up there, or maybe they had really great climbing gear or free climbed it extremely fast. But they're all up at the very tippy top. They're all Molotov cocktails and flamethrowers at the mind flare. Mind flare just eats it, just fucking tanking it like, ow, ow, ow. It doesn't like fight back. It doesn't have any special moves or anything that it uses. Dustin and Steve go under and start fucking jabbing it with their spears. And that's how they're able to stop the mind flare. While inside, 11 is in a psychic battle with Henry, Vecna, and it's very easy for her to beat him. Because, of course, there is a hive mind, so as they're hurting the mind flare, Henry's getting hurt too, but I don't know, it just felt like extremely easy. Like, very easy. She just kind of, like, ragdolls him a couple times, and then, like, he fights back a little bit, kinda, and then he pushes him onto a spike with the help of Will, who's, like, impeding his ability to fight back super well. But I don't know, man. You build up for all this, and then it's that easy to defeat them. It just, I don't know, it just, like I said, feels just a little underwhelming is all. And my other big complaint is the military here. They're just like the evil presence that wants to just make more psychic soldiers, so they want to kidnap Elle. And that's all they really care about. So after they saved the day, prevent the abyss from crashing through, as they're escaping, the military was aware of their plan because they were able to, intercept the others, put it all together. They ambushed them. Big burp, huge belch. And while ambushing them, that's where Elle makes like the heroic sacrifice. And then fast forward 18 months, the military's completely left Hawkins, and all of the characters are back to life as normal. Excuse me? Nancy herself mowed down like 6 soldiers we saw, like from the top of a truck. She just kills like 6 dudes. Hopper killed probably like fucking 40 of them. Like a lot of soldiers died as a result of our team here that we follow. And I mean like directly killed by them. Shot. Murdered. Like not an accident where like a piece of debris fell on them. I mean like deliberately they were killed by them. And yet the military just lets them go. I was shocked to see that. I thought there'd be like an explanation where like in order to prevent the secrets from getting out, they felt obligated to let them go, sworn to secrecy or something. No, nothing like that. Even after losing so many soldiers, even after a multi-billion-dollar plan here with the psychic program and all of this military personnel that is now dead, all of the destroyed equipment, everything ruined, the military still just lets them go. What the fuck? I was so confused. But again, that's what I'm saying. It just feels like a lot of it's just for the sake of convenience with no real explanation. It just feels rushed. Like, that's crazy to me that after all of that, they just immediately, like, release them. There's not even a mention of them, like, spending time in jail or something and reaching some kind of deal. They're just instantly free to go. Like, after Elle sacrificed herself, I guess Dr. K was like, well, time's up. And then just said, all right, hey, scram. We're going to go ahead and leave now. Nothing more to be done here. Unless I missed something, but I don't think I did. And even if I did, I really can't think of any explanation where they'd be like, oh yeah, all those soldiers you killed and everything that you've done here that was highly illegal, that led to so much death and so much destruction, we're okay with that. We're just gonna leave and, let bygones be bygones. That was weird. That was just weird is all. And I don't want to harp too much on the negatives because like I said, there were a lot of things I liked about it. But man, come on, for the final fight, it is over in less than 10 minutes and not a single Demogorgon? Like, you're fighting on their home turf. Not a single bat, not a single Demogorgon. It's just Vecna, just Mind Flayer, and they just get fucking slammed. They get their hams steamed instantly by the team here. Like, come on. It just felt like such a weak final fight. Like, it wasn't climactic. Like, the actual death of Vecna, I thought they did great. Like, after he's defeated, everything that happened after he died, I thought was solid. Basically, everything once Vecna died, and, well, excluding the stuff with the military, I thought was handled well. Like, I love Joyce being the one to deliver the final blow to Vecna. I love seeing how awful Vecna was to the cast. Every traumatic experience they went through, having a flashback to it, having seen all of these horrible, irredeemable things that Henry was responsible for before Joyce delivering the final blow, I thought they nailed. But not having like a real, like, you know, intense final fight just weakens that experience. And to have the Abyss, this new area, this new planet that we are told is the home turf where all the Demogorgon, bats, all the nasty evil shit lives. This is their home turf. You're expecting it to be Salty Spittoon, crazy, scary. But then you get there, all of our heroes get there, it is completely empty. A barren wasteland, more empty than a fucking blockbuster. Not a single iota of life to be found outside of them instantly going to Vecna and the Mind Flayer. There is nothing else there that impedes them on their journey. It just feels super rushed. Now, I want to get to some of the things I liked here about the final episode. As I said, post Vecna death, I really liked how they handled the characters and where they went from there. The epilogue I actually thought was solid, though I do think it dragged quite a bit. I feel like they killed Vecna pretty early on, and then it was like an hour worth of epilogue, so maybe that was a bit much. But I think overall, they did a good job handling the end of these characters in Hawkins and what that looks like. So seeing, you know, Dustin being valedictorian and giving a really inspirational speech to everyone about, you know, the chaotic good, tying it into Dungeons and Dragons, which, you know, is part of the show's DNA. I thought they handled that great. I thought it was a really good speech. Dustin then moving on to become big bookworm, but still, you know, making time to see his best buddy Steve, and like, you know, Lucas and Max, them just, you know, falling deeper in love over time, having their happily ever after. Will moving to a new area, finding more friends, finding a partner, being accepted. Mike wanting to use his talent for storytelling in order to share, you know, the heroic journey of his friends and his party and what that means in the context of like D&D storytelling. Ending with him watching Holly and her friends now playing D&D in that basement, because now he and his friends have grown up. Now it's the next generation's turn. Like, I do think they did a good job with the epilogue. Steve, Robin, Jonathan, Nancy, where all they ended up at, you know, 18 months after everything, where they have their own jobs, their own lives, but they want to make times to still see each other because they're never going to find friends like what they have. But they also don't want to be in Hawkins anymore. You have Joyce and Hopper looking to start fresh, move. He gets a new job, proposes, they're getting married. Like, it's all very touching. I think they did a good job with the emotional beats to wrap up the characters. Now it's time to yap about the big twist with Elle. So, as the military is ambushing them, trying to take Elle after they've saved the world, so that way they can get their psychic program off the ground, seems like, you know, that's checkmate. And then Elle somehow was able to escape their clutches, and she sacrifices herself right in front of everyone. That moment was then undercut with a big twist when Mike revealed that he actually had a theory that that wasn't Elle. That was an illusion from Elle's sister. With Elle's sister's dying breath, she made the illusion of Elle getting swallowed by the wormhole's collapse. That way everyone, including her friends, including her father, Hopper, believed she was dead, so that way she could go live a peaceful life off the grid, away from any threats of the military. So Elle is still alive. That's his theory. And it's an interesting idea as a twist. However, in Mike's own theory, he even says, how was she able to, you know, cast that final spell while being suppressed? Because when they're being captured by the military, they had the psychic suppression system activated, meaning she can't use her powers. The entire season has showed she cannot use her powers, and even in like the big reveal moment, she is struggling to escape, not using her powers or anything at all as she leaves. However, there's a huge fucking plot hole here where Elle was somehow able to drag Mike into the void to have their final goodbye and their final kiss. How was Elle able to do that while being suppressed by this military equipment? Like, I guess you could say while she was escaping, she got far enough away that it stopped being effective on her. But I don't think she had enough time to do that. So there's like a glaring plot hole that they even point out, like, how did she cast a spell while being suppressed? That doesn't make sense. And then, when giving the explanation for how that was possible, they still had her use her powers through the suppression with Mike being pulled into Elle's mind with her. That's still her using her ability, right? Through the suppression system. So, there's still question marks for how that would be possible. Like, Mike's theory, it does sound plausible if you forget about the suppression system being active at the time. Like, I'm sure Hop would have told him about Callie's death, so this would be something that he could start to, rationalize as maybe they had this secret plan together. The twist as an idea, I think, is cool, and it does make sense with, Hopper's speech being so emotional and having Callie hear that, her wanting to maybe do something to save Elle's life so that way she can go live the life that, she's always wanted and always deserved, being able to live peaceful, happy, that kind of thing. But I don't think they were able to really pull it off in a way that makes sense because you just have to, forget how things have already been established in order for this to work. Also, the lab blew up way before Elle was taken away, and that's where Callie was in Mike's theory, projecting this illusion of Elle. So when it blew up, that should have also fucking evaporated the illusion too, because Callie would have died there way before Elle did, yet the illusion was still there, it persisted. So there's just multiple things about it, like this theory, that don't really work when you stop to think about it. Now, there is an explanation I've seen people say that I think kind of makes sense here, that it's a coping mechanism for Mike. This is how he's going to accept what happened and move on by making up this happily ever after for Elle, even though it's not the reality of it. I think that makes a little more sense, where that didn't happen. That is just, a story that he's telling that brings him and the rest of the party comfort, believing Elle is out there, having her happily ever after as well. But the reality is, she did sacrifice herself there in that moment. I think that makes more sense, that this is just his story. This is what he chooses to believe, as opposed to being what actually happened. Just my overall impressions of the season are that it felt rushed, and a lot of things about it I just don't think worked, and kind of betrayed what they had set up for 4 seasons worth of build-up and emotional stakes and weight. And their reluctance to kill any characters, I do think, was to the detriment of the season. And I really just don't understand why they kept pretending that this was going to be the darkest season ever. I hope you're ready to have a fucking sad Christmas with volume 2 coming around and all that. I don't get that. Maybe just the big bait and switch or something, because it really is the truest happily ever after I've ever seen to a show, to a degree where in some cases it literally just doesn't even make sense how they were able to pull it out of their ass that the characters survive. So, I won't yab about it too much. It's already been fucking 20 minutes. It wasn't a bad finale by any means. I do think there were quite a few things to like about it. But the season as a whole, I think, is definitely the weakest. I think they really wanted to wrap this up, and so they kind of speed ran a lot of things with it, which just is a little disappointing. Anyway, though, that's really about it. So, yep. Can you guess the emotion I'm feeling right now based on my face? Is it painted all over me? If you guessed refreshed, you'd be correct. It is refreshing to see a horror movie that finally lives up to the hype. I just got back from seeing Hokum and I really enjoyed it. Going into it, I saw all of the stellar reviews saying how great it is. And surprisingly, it didn't tiptoe over the edge like a lot of horror movies love to do, where they just slap, "Scariest movie ever made! Hope you brought your diaper! You're gonna be pooping! It's turbo extreme spookiness!" That kind of thing. Like Longlegs. And I know I've spit on that a lot because I think it is just the perfect example. I think it is the epitome of this overhyped, exaggeratory marketing that horror movies are really leaning into these days. Longlegs was just but the advertising would lead you to believe that it's scarier than hell itself, that it was opening a fucking portal to the underworld or something. And a lot of movies now have been doing that pretty routinely, and it's just become a big pet peeve of mine. It is just so fucking annoying how just generic horror movies now just lean into this marketing of, you're gonna fart with fear, you're gonna be sucking your thumb for the rest of your life thinking about this movie, it's gonna traumatize you, don't see it, it's too scary, that kind of shit. I'm ranting about that again, can't help myself. The point is, Hokum didn't have that around it. The reviews were just extremely positive about how well shot it was and just how great it was at being unnerving and intense and how well Adam Scott played his character here. And all of that I agree with. I think this was a really good movie. And interestingly enough, Hokum is... we're going to get into some spoilers here. I'm not going to do like major well, maybe I'll do that. Spoiler warning. I don't know how deep into spoilers I'll get, but in order to talk about some things, we got to get into spoilers. Spoiler warning. The movie revolves around a witch that is supposedly trapped in the honeymoon suite of this very peculiar hotel. And they make that pretty clear early on, and in the advertising you can see that there's a supernatural element to this horror movie, but what really surprised me is that that's not the meat and potatoes here. This is actually more of a murder mystery than anything, with supernatural elements that are thrown in, like woven throughout it, really seamlessly, and it's great. It's like a really good marriage of murder mystery plus just genuinely good horror. Like, it does rely on a lot of jump scares, but they didn't feel cheap or anything. It actually just complemented the entire atmosphere they built up of this murder mystery really well. So I thought that was very cool. They introduced some interesting characters. Adam Scott plays a writer who's a real asshole. And you spend most of the movie kind of rooting against him. You're like, okay, when's the witch gonna fuck this guy? And by the end of it, you're like, oh, please, I hope everything works out okay, that kind of thing. They do a good job of making you care and fleshing out these characters. Even like a wacky guy in the forest named Jerry, he gets quite a bit to do. He's a cool character. It does a lot that I didn't expect it to do. I was expecting, based on the previews, or the trailers and the reviews, it would mainly just be like a horror movie about a witch, that kind of thing, just doing like creepy witch shit. But it's not. That is definitely there, and when it's there, it's done well. They do try and put a different kind of spin on it to a certain degree using the folklore, which I appreciated. It's not the most unique thing you'll ever see when it comes to that, but it's done effectively. I also really appreciate that there's no stupid characters per se. No characters are making like really dumb decisions. Like, there's even a moment where they basically do like a video game puzzle, like some shit you'd see out of like Resident Evil or something, where Bowman, Adam Scott's character, has to brainstorm and come up with a good plan on how to utilize a dumbwaiter without just trapping himself and basically game over there. And the solution was really creative. I just appreciated that, because usually a lot of horror movies rely on characters being super stupid. Here, not so much the case. That being said, there is something in the very beginning of the movie. He is writing a story, and it is reaching its conclusion. And there is a glass bottle with a very important item inside. And the character and a child that's traveling with them are in the desert, and they reach their destination. But then he realizes he can't open that bottle to get the piece of paper inside of it out. So his plan is pretty morbid. He believes the only way to open it is to break it on the skull of the child. So he was going to bash his skull with the glass bottle in order to break the glass to get the item out. And I think that's just a little silly. And this is something kind of important to the film because it shows Bowman's outlook. He has been through something very traumatic, so he views everything as just having bleak endings. And that's a point he makes to a waitress at that hotel while he's drinking. He's describing the ending of that story, and she says how bleak it is, and he's like, yep, that's how everything goes. And this is a perspective that he has carried his whole life after that incident that happened in his past. And even at the end of the movie, as things change and the ending of this book maybe gets altered in certain ways, it is still reflective of his outlook, and that's why it's something that's kind of important to the overall film. But even in the end, the solution of bashing the bottle on the skull is still the only thing that the characters thought of there. And I just thought that was really silly. Immediately, what came to mind is, why the fuck would you decide that the only way to break that glass bottle is by killing your child there with it, breaking it on their skull? If that is let's just assume the sand is way too soft and there's nothing you can do to like stomp on it to break it, because the sand would just absorb all the energy. It wouldn't actually like explode the glass. There's obviously no rocks around them because they were looking for a rock, couldn't find a rock. The skull is not the only part of the human body. Like, you could do like elbows, you could do knee. I feel like there's 100 other ways of breaking the glass there that doesn't involve just bashing someone's skull and to hopefully break it. So I had to just suspend disbelief there and just write it off as, well, it's because he wanted it to be a bleak ending, and that's why that's the only solution that he could come up with. But I feel like when he was talking with the waitress, he made it sound like it's the only logical one too, thus everything has to be bleak because it's only logical that it's all bleak, that kind of thing. When really, if you just think about it for a handful of seconds, you can come up with multiple other solutions. Like, fuck, you could have someone hold that glass bottle and then you kick it. Like, there's a bunch of ways to break it. Like, genuinely, a bunch of ways to break it that aren't that one. So that was the only time where I was like, okay, that's a little silly, that's a little stupid. Everything else the characters do, I think, is very smart. And I know that actually flies in the face of some reviews that say that the characters are really dumb. And then they point out things that genuinely I feel like they didn't even watch the movie. So like, one of the things is, he didn't even try and break any windows. He's in the honeymoon suite, which is at the very top of this hotel, and the windows are completely fucking boarded up. There's only one that's accessible that we can see in the film that has some holes in what's blocking it, and he looks through the window. That's how he sees, like, Jerry's there. How's he breaking that? And also, even if he did pull it off, then what? It's abandoned. Everyone's out because it's closed for the season, so then what? It wouldn't do anything. Everything he was doing, I think, made sense in trying to get out there. He tried the door, the little secret door, even started unscrewing it using a knife. He used the dumbwaiter to try and see if there was a way out through this secret basement. He then used the manual pulley system in order to ring the bell to try and get someone's attention for help. Everything he was doing felt pretty smart in trying to get out of there. Like, I don't think the characters made standard shitty horror movie character decisions. I actually think for the most part it was pretty sound. I don't have any complaints in that department at all. The only other complaint that I have is that I do think that when they showed the witch, it wasn't really creepy. It was a little silly. Like, all the scenes with the witch, like, creeping up and doing, like, freaky shit, I thought was good and unnerving. But then when they just show you the witch and she's taken prisoners, it takes all of the oomph out of it. It's no longer scary, and then there's, like, CGI demon things as well, and it gets just a little wonky. So I didn't think that was overly amazing there. I think it was better when they weren't just showing you the witch outright or anything like that. But yeah, anyway, like I said, I enjoyed Hokum, and I do think it lives up to the hype, where it's very realistic hype of, this is a good horror movie that has very interesting shots in it, which it does. It has some really cool shots in this film. I think they did a good job of keeping things very interesting, especially during some of its tension-building moments that they do break that tension with a jump scare, but I think they kind of earned it with what they were setting up for the most part, so I don't have, like, an issue with that. Like I said, I enjoyed it. That's really about it. So yeah.
Are you fed up with using primitive instruments to properly grill decomposing body parts? Anthony Sullivan here, this bitch is the grill glove. If you've ever wanted to put your entire hand inside of a nipple, this is the product for you. Designed by the Wright brothers, this technological breakthrough is 100% food-grade silicone, meaning you can now put your meals on some fucking square plates. You can make hamburgers, hot dogs, steaks, yourself, throw yourself on the good old George Foreman, serve your rotting corpse at a family barbecue. Perfect grip, every flip, you piece of shit. You fumbling that shriveled voodoo head? Peekaboo, it's Anthony Sullivan, son of a bitch. With the grill glove, I can now grab the sun by the titties. Who wants to see how far I can throw this? You can flip some ribs. Try and get Bill Nye to explain that shit. Now the secret to the grill glove is the cyanide capsules all over the glove. It helps keep the heat away from your skin so you're safe. I fucking hate my hand, but because of the grill glove, there's not shitting fuck I can do about it. I can't even scorch my skin with a damn blowtorch. Are you hiding your dildos in hydrofluoric acid? Retrieve them with the grill glove. This is boiling water. The grill glove is perfect for strangling lobsters. On the left you can see an oven mitt getting annihilated, while on the right you can see me fingering the stove without my hand melting. This is food. This is food. This is food. Give me a fucking high five. You can wash it in the sink and put it in your dishwasher. It's dishwasher safe. It's not going to blow up your dishwasher. Your telephone's going to be begging you to call us because if you call right now, you're getting 2 fucking grill gloves for $15. 1 grill glove is enough to withstand a star going supernova. Imagine what you can do with 2. You can grill King Kong's toenail. Throw your old xylophone on the grill. I don't give a shit. Now hold the fuck on because if you call right now, you're getting the lava mitt too. That's the next evolution of the grill glove. Get the lava mitt. Be the hero the world needs. A volcano erupts, just rush over there with your lava mitt and plug that shit up. Let's recap this shit. That's 2 grill gloves and Charizard's Arch Nemesis. A $45 value for only $15. It's time to stop being Mr. or Mrs. Use common grilling instruments and start being Mr. or Mrs. Grill Glove.
Barbie Fest is the new Willy Wonka experience. I did not hear about this. That's awfully high praise. Wow. This looks sad. This looks like something out of Season 2 of Fallout. Oh my, what is this? Are they testing bombs here or something? The Barbie Dream Fest was billed as the ultimate Barbie fan weekend, promising attendees interactive experiences, unique programming, a star-studded panel, and other unforgettable experiences. But after the first 2 days of the event at the Broward County Convention Center in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, hey, Florida, let's go, baby, we fucking did it! Some attendees who paid up to $450 for tickets have likened it to the Fire Fest or viral Willy Wonka immersive experience. Can I see it? Here we go.
Favorite skateboard? Yes.
Oh, let me see that again. I mean, already has a lot more going on than the Willy Wonka experience. You have some custom barricades here. What's that? 4 tables with some balloons. This looks lively. 2 inflatables. That leaves a little to be desired there.
The Barbie Dream House. We're the life-sized Barbie Dream House right now, guys.
Oh, wow. It's a cardboard cutout. It is life-size.
There.
Wow, you can live in that. The hell did that say? Impala. Damn, they got a whole obstacle course set up there. Look at this. It's like a tower defense maze. Everyone looks like they're having so much fun. What's the problem? This seems like $450 well spent. You just have to imagine the houses. You're so fucking right. It's so true.
Okay, here is another sponsor that we saw, which I have questions about where the sponsorship money went. Is there money? Because there's no cookies, and they make cookies. So what did they contribute?
What? Sweet Loren's is... they make cookies? That is a good question. You would think if they're sponsoring the Barbie Fest, they would have... Yep, they are gluten-free vegan cookies, it seems like. You would kind of expect them to want to be putting their product there. Maybe that's whoever's hosting this just really likes Sweet Loren's. Thanks to our sponsor and partner, Sweet Loren's. I ate one for breakfast this morning, so thanks for helping giving me the energy to put this on today.
There's neon. Maybe that's the dream house.
There's neon?
Yeah, right next to it. There it is.
Oh,
is that the life size?
I mean, we can't get up there with it, so.
Wow. Pose. Pose.
That really is a big wow moment.
Yeah, that's how this is going.
Wow. Wait,
Are you
what was that? Oh, it's like a hair salon over here. Get your hair done like Barbie.
Are you having fun?
More sponsors.
Okay, this is the biggest load of baloney ever. You're telling me Dillard's helped put this shit together? 100% they just started throwing names in here, hoping no one would notice. You're telling me a yoga group helped sponsor Barbie Dream Fest? You think I'm an idiot, don't you? You think I'm stupid, huh? Imagine Cheeky Soap was there. Oh, wait a minute. Imagine they did just slide Cheeky in there. I'd go crazy. I'd be like, oh my god, yeah! Yeah! We were there! Part of history! The world's worst Barbie Fest! Let's go!
They're here, I guess.
These 3 are here.
Those 3 are there.
Michaels is there. No way. Show me the official Michaels booth. Michaels doesn't... What do they sponsor? They don't sponsor shit. Michaels is just like the #1 spot for arts and crafts supplies. You think they're sponsoring fucking Barbie Dreamfest? My left shoe. What do they sponsor? Let's see. I'm seeing if they've ever sponsored anything else ever. I feel like they just brought in some Michaels product that they bought earlier that day. I also don't know why I thought I would find anything about what they've sponsored in the past by just typing in Michaels sponsor. It's just trying to put me in touch with their press packages. What a terrible search from me. I still just don't believe it, and I don't feel like looking harder now.
With things.
This is the yoga one.
Maybe it's not the store
Dillard's
Michaels,
has a
just
booth
a
where they
dude
have
named
very,
Michael.
Very cute pink outfits and
Perhaps.
a lot of different sizes.
This is real cute for the kiddos.
Yep,
This is here. Miss Rocks.
that's gorgeous.
That might be the yoga mats. Yeah.
Yes, that's the yoga mats.
A lot of yoga.
No. Maybe. No.
I think the braiding loft.
That might be in there.
Yes, I think they're working with the glam bar.
Didn't see that.
Definitely didn't see that.
I'm not convinced that this is a flop yet. What is this? Oh, it's a roller skating arena. I thought that they were just closing kids in there. You aren't allowed to walk the grounds here.
It's embroidered with Dream Life here. And then let me show you what I've gotten so far.
So it wasn't all a
I
bust.
got this gorgeous art piece. And then
Nice.
I have this other one. I thought that was very pretty, so I got that.
Cool, cool.
And then I also have this one. This looks so pretty. Isn't that pretty? And then
Was that AI? that one might have been AI art.
and I also have this one.
I
This
don't-
one's
I don't
really
feel like trying to
gorgeous.
rewind
it's,
here on-
hand done. This is like a hand painted butterfly. Look all the colors. It's so amazing.
That is pretty amazing.
That's what I got, and then I have this boot in here, just some spare stuff.
Man, in the description, she's calling it a nightmare fest and the worst event ever. She probably dropped $150 though on all this this merch and her swag bags and all that.
And it says,
Bro, go to the website. They were supposed to have special guests like Serena Williams and Angel Reese. No. But they probably showed up, right? The voice of Kin, Sean Hankinson. Chef Becky Brown, a chopped champion, also there. You can pay for some cool stuff. Dr. Swati Mohan, a NASA aerospace engineer. She's coming tomorrow. Little confused on the crossover there, I'm going to be honest with you. Don't really get that. But that's cool. That's cool. So it's still going on. We haven't even seen it at its full potential yet. So was Serena Williams and Angel Reese there? I'm guessing no, right? She did. No, I'm looking at it right now. She was slated to be there from 3 p.m. until 6, and she did show up, according to a few Redditors. Though that could just be a lie. Those could just be bots. It is Reddit. Take it with a handful of salt. I have yet to see a single picture of Serena Williams at Barbie Dreamfest. And you would think Serena Williams being there would be a pretty big deal. People would be pretty excited for that, I would think. Okay, this is from their Facebook page.
Barbie Dreamfest, March 27th to 29th, for a fan-filled weekend of limitless possibilities.
What are the odds this is AI? I haven't seen any evidence of her actually being there. The only people saying that she showed up were like 4 commenters on Reddit. There's some videos on TikTok. Alright, let me check TikTok. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
There's 2 ways. Like, I mean, when you are a favorite, then it's like
she did show up.
To lean into pressure, that's a different conversation. Pressure does create diamonds.
True.
I also think that underestimating is...
How much did they pay her? Because that event is dead as fuck. Did Angel Reese show up as well? Wow. Yeah, the guests they said were coming, they did come. Here, apparently they had a little bit more here than we've seen in the other videos. I was skeptical for a few months as to why there hasn't been official photos of what the con would look like. In all Barbie Dreamfest ads, they looked like this, and since it's Mattel, billion-dollar company, I thought they would come through. I'm gonna use these pics for my dispute. So this is how they advertised it, I guess. Wow, they were so close to that too. Oh, wow. Yeah, that wasn't there, unfortunately. If only they didn't blow all their budget on getting Serena Williams and Angel Reese. The first thing that comes up when you start typing Mischief Management is Mischief Management Scandal. Mischief Management and Romance Con. So this seems to be their last flop. Harnessing the power of fandom. Barbie Dreamfest. They have one coming up called Enchantian? What? Enchantian? I don't know what that is. Broadway Con. Partner events. Camp Film Festival. In partnership with Patreon. Alien Con. In partnership with A&E. Ah, here we go. Okay. When I go to the Doug Marcaita's website, he's the only one I can find with a post about HistoryCon, which is proudly advertised here, by the way. Please note this event has been postponed. And this is the most recent thing I can find. So it looks like this didn't even happen.
A recent report shows that in 40% of American families with children, women are the primary earners, yet they continue to earn less than men. What does this say about society?
In order to answer this inquiry, we must first ask ourselves, why did cavemen invent the wheel? I believe the Solarians told them to, but regardless, with the advent of the wheel we have things like the internet, space shuttles, lean cuisine, and lava lamps. Now don't misconstrue my words, Miss Leaks. I'm not saying that we should stop supplying our employees with titty milk, nor am I saying the government should cut funding to odorless asshole projects, which seek to eliminate the stench of an anus after it's shit. All I'm saying is, wheels exist. Now back to your question. In order to vanquish mosquitoes from this world, we need to fuck those useless organisms up with some powerful shit. Thank you.
Initiating moisture.
Welcome to the Moist Meter. Today we're taking a look at Spider-Man Far From Home. It's another superhero movie, which means another couple thousand Redditors with their pretentious fart-smelling tendencies saying superhero fatigue is setting in, I swear to God, this time. Like fucking doomsday preppers holding up signs on the street. Superhero fatigue, it's coming! The end is nigh!
But as long as the movies still get made as good as they are, it's probably not going to set in for quite a while. The only really bad superhero movie I can think of off the top of my head from the Marvel Universe is Ant-Man and the Wasp. That one gargled some filthy butthole, but aside from that, Marvel movies are just so goddamn well done, and Spider-Man Far From Home is no exception. It is extraordinary. I really liked it. In fact, it's probably one of my favorite ones, to be honest with you. I think the villain in this movie is second only to Thanos in the superhero villain world. I fucking love the villain, and it's not because he had like a relatable goal or goals that you really sympathized with or a character you really even cared about, but he was just so fucking cool, and Jake Gyllenhaal was so good as the character. I loved it. It was just really amazing. The visuals they were able to accompany with his character, the way they executed a lot of the scenes involving the character, everything about him was amazing, and the ending to this movie is extraordinary. It got me so goddamn excited. I can't talk about it because it is a spoiler, but the ending of this movie had me and the whole goddamn theater excited. And that doesn't really happen. I like superhero movies. I think they're fun, but I never get like all giddy, dick in hand, ready to ejaculate. But when the movie ends and you see, you sit through a little bit of the credits, you're rewarded with something fucking great that I think most people that are familiar with superheroes and shit can really appreciate. And I really just love the way they concluded it. The whole movie, though, was really good. The comedy lands per usual with most Marvel movies. It's really well executed in the comedy department. It tells a cute little story as well. Peter Parker, Tom Holland, he's just fucking great as Spider-Man. I really enjoy him. There's just no bad characters. There's really no bad moments in the movie. The only complaints I have are nitpicky ones about the story, because the story's, it's kind of silly. Like, a lot of the decisions from the characters don't make sense. A lot of the scenes don't make sense. The story doesn't flow all that well because a lot of it just doesn't make sense. You have to suspend your disbelief. You have the whole thing is about a field trip stretched over an adventure where a lot of bad shit's happening, and yet for some reason the adventure still continues despite if it being in the real world. You fucking an entire city getting destroyed. Travel would probably be shut down, and since it's a bunch of kids on a field trip, the parents would probably want the kids home. You just had a goddamn demon destroy a city, a literal act of God in manifestation of destruction destroy a city. Your parents are probably going to want you to call the vacation short, but yet it still continues over the course of a bunch of different locations. A lot of the decisions from the characters, again, that I can't touch on don't really make sense to me. There's this level of trust that was never established as to why some of these characters are so trusting of one another. It's hard to explain without getting into spoilers, and I do try and avoid them. But that's the biggest complaint I'd have, is just that the story is kind of nonsensical, and a lot of it's set up for jokes, I imagine. And because it kind of pokes fun at how ridiculous it is. There's a scene where Peter Parker gets on a train, and all of a sudden he's 3,000 miles away from where he started in the blink of an eye. And they use that for a conduit for jokes, and I guess that works too, but it's just kind of silly from a narrative perspective. And the only other issue I have with the movie is I really think Spider-Man was kind of lame in the first 2 or 3 fights. He didn't really do anything. He kind of just got his ass cheeks smacked on by the enemies. He didn't really impress me, and he has been impressive. Spider-Man is a really, really fun character to watch in the action scenes in all the previous movies. And it was really underwhelming in the beginning. He just kind of, tossed a pebble. He'd throw a little road sign at the monster. I mean, that's kind of underwhelming, you know what I mean? But at the end of the movie, he really pops the fuck off. The last fight scene with the main villain is really, really fun to watch. I enjoyed that a lot. Really, everything about the last 30 minutes of the movie, I was just giddy about. I really, really liked it a lot. The movie's definitely worth seeing. I think it's very fucking good. Plugging this shit into the moist meter, I'm giving Spider-Man Far From Home a nice 90%. I really like it. I know a lot of you kind of scoff at superhero movies, but they're just really well made. They're really well done. Comedy works in all of them. The action works in all of them. They have good stories. They keep setting themselves up for a really interesting story narrative perspective. It's hard to not like them. You can pretend you don't, but when you see one, it's always enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. That's about it. So yeah. If you've ever gone into a YouTube comment section over the last couple months, the title immediately made sense to you what this video was going to be about. If you've ever wandered into the comment section on any of my videos or plenty of others across the platform, no doubt you have seen this at the very top about Isabella, a 15-year-old from California with cancer, and how the survival rate's really low. They're very scared, and they made a video talking about the struggle, and it'll be the last one they make.
That has been the top comment on every one of my new uploads for a couple of months now. And it's also the top comment on a ton of other videos I've seen across the platform. It is always at the top because the likes are botted. It's always from different accounts because the accounts keep getting banned because they're fake accounts. This is clearly a bot. I don't even think the most senile octogenarian would see that comment and start shedding tears about how it tugged on their heartstrings because they believed it. I promise you, the amount of people that have read that and actually, like, you know, responded like they just got a fucking Amber Alert, like, no, Isabella! They fucking sprint out the door to try and support this channel to the best of their ability is probably very low. You can probably count the amount of people that have fallen for it on one hand. But it's still very annoying. It's just a big headache that is also a symptom of a larger problem that the platform struggled with for years, which is bots. I've covered this at least once a year for the last 5 years because of how bad it's gotten, and it ebbs and flows. Sometimes it gets extremely bad, like where bots were sharing illegal material through the comment section, and then it seemed like YouTube kind of put the kibosh on it on the back end. But now those bots are back, and now even more bots seem to have infested the comment section with like the Isabella shit, and also the porn bots that'll just copy a real comment and paste it as their own. Like, it is a huge issue, and every single time, like clockwork, that it starts to get really bad, flares up, people blame the YouTuber. So right now, people for a while have been saying I've done nothing about the bots in the comments, talking about how I'm just letting it rot down there, even leading to people putting their words in my ass about how I'm doing it on purpose. Well, you see, Charles is doing this because it helps boost the amount of comments, which is good for the algorithm. So he's clearly okay with these bots down there because it helps the video. He's totally fine with letting it go to the birds because it helps boost the comment numbers, which is a crazy take, but it's spoken with so much authority and confidence from people that are so wrong that I almost can't help but be impressed by the hubris. This is something I literally talk about once a year, because there is only so much you can do. When these bots start getting this out of control, it's not as easy as just somehow banning all of them. There are tens of thousands of these accounts and new ones being made every second. That's just not feasible. Not even Queso could ban that many accounts. So what you do instead is you ban words and characters. So last time this was a huge issue, Matt and I did this massive repository of so many words and phrases and like characters that people use to try and get like around the like blacklist filter so they could like still spam all of the terrible shit. And we blocked those. But clearly they have now found ways around it. Thus, a new solution needs to be brought into fruition here that I have yet to find. I could ban the word Isabella, but they'll just change the name. So it'll go from Isabella to Gertrude or something, but it doesn't actually solve the bot problem. It is a very difficult problem to tackle because of how widespread the issue is. YouTube itself would have to do something on its back end to try and make it more difficult to have all of these botted accounts making millions of comments all the time. It's difficult, and it's not something that I'm just like ignoring or unaware of. I clearly see it. It's just there's not a ton of ways for me to combat it beyond what I'm already doing and what I've already done. They are always getting more and more sophisticated and finding different ways around the protocol to stop them. So it's just tough. Also, another thing very interesting about the behavior of the Isabella bot in particular is you'll notice on almost all of the top comments from it, it is edited. So another thing it does is it doesn't always bot likes. It'll sometimes copy and paste a legitimate comment that was gaining traction, post it as its own, give it some kind of boost, and then people will organically like it, thinking that it was like a real person that made it. Then they edit the comment to be Isabella. So it's not always the same every single time. Oftentimes it'll be like a bait and switch, like, you thought I was just a normal bot copy and pasting? Actually Isabella. So these bots are not as simple as a lot of people make them out to be, and they are not as easy to stop as a lot of people say they are, with just like banning them or like blacklisting some of the words. That is what we have tried, and they are still finding ways around it. And you can't ban every single bot because, again, it takes less than 5 seconds for these bot farms to just make a new one and just start a new account. So It is a tricky thing to fix. And yes, despite what a couple people will lead you to believe, I am trying to do something about it, so it stops being all over the comment section on every video I post. It's just not easy. Anyway though, that's really about it. So yeah. Hey tough guy. You know what these are? Huh? Yeah, that's right. That's some natural God-given chompers right there. And just like everything in life, they're not perfect. But these teeth are real. And this enamel, it's been places you wouldn't believe. From food to pussy. That's right, I'm down there biting on it like bubblegum. Yep. I haven't slept again. It's 6:45 a.m. I've been up all night for the third time this week. I'm in a silly, goofy mood. Point is though, I've got real teeth, which is becoming less and less common now online. A lot of the people you see on the cyberspace is rocking veneers. It's become extremely common, and now there's even huge scams revolving veneers with people that are claiming to be veneer techs. Meanwhile, they're just greasy goobers that read a single Google article on how to potentially install veneers, but it's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. It doesn't actually make them qualified. They basically just say install the veneers with rusty nails and toothpicks. And I just learned about someone who basically took one of those courses and opened their own business with it. I learned about her from a Tozy who just covered her. Her name's Emily Martinez, and she's actually in my neck of the woods down here, baby. We are getting some absolute lunatics recently in the headlines down here in the old swamp. Emily Martinez is facing some serious years in the slammer for practicing dentistry without a license. She had been running a business where she would give people veneers extremely cheap because she would just crazy glue a set of veneers to people's mouths, which inevitably led to people getting infections and needing emergency care.
Came here to Tap In Beauty Bar to get a smile makeover, but they left with pain and injuries. Police say that Emily Martinez used crazy glue to put veneers on her victim's teeth. She's not smiling in her mugshot, but giving clients a bright white smile with veneers is what Emily Martinez advertised on social media. Video after video shows her claiming to transform teeth from drab to fab, except
she is not licensed to put in veneers. She has no schooling to do veneers. And in the state of Florida, obviously, you have to be licensed to do any kind of work like that.
An interesting scheme, and surprisingly, she's not alone. She is, to my knowledge, the only one that's been busted for this, of installing veneers using crazy glue. But as I briefly touched on, there is this new practice of veneer techs that are popping up, which are just people that Googled how to install veneer and read the WikiHow guide that popped up first. They're not actually experts, but they're getting business because veneers are expensive, real ones are expensive, and people like Emily Martinez are charging a fraction of the cost. So people are like, oh, I'll save money and get some real nice teeth, and then they go get their shit fucked.
Something her victims didn't know. 2 separate customers reported Martinez to Pinellas Park Police this summer after they had complications, and Martinez refused to fix the work or refund them.
They were told by an actual dentist that the veneers that were placed in the victim's mouth appeared to have done with crazy glue.
On average, a single veneer at a dentist office can cost between $900 to $1,500 per tooth. One victim paid Martinez $2,500 for the entire mouth.
And no doubt that mouth is going to need more than $2,500 to fix everything that went wrong after that visit. You can't just let crazy glue go in there and rot your entire oral hygiene to smithereens. So some people got infections, others needed emergency care. All because they wanted to pinch a few pennies on getting these veneers to chase this ever-increasing beauty standard from shit that they see online and then get hypnotized into thinking that they need to do it. Veneers have become very popular. A lot of celebrities you see have veneers. A lot of influencers online you see have veneers. So now this market is booming and people following this trend, which has led to people like Emily Martinez exploiting it and trying to squeeze some doubloons from some gullible people. I struggle to imagine the people that will see an Instagram post, a complete stranger claiming to be a veneer tech and just rationalizing it in their head that it's a good idea to make that purchase. They must know what they're doing. all because they saw an Instagram post. It's crazy. And I know it's not anything groundbreaking or new. This happens in every industry. You could probably go on Facebook Marketplace right now and find Big Bubba's Tires offering BBLs in the back rooms. Like, you can find all of these, like, back alley surgeons to do these procedures for cheap, and it's always going to be horrible. It's always going to be the most atrocious work possible that is going to really damage you in the long term. Maybe not even in the long term. Maybe immediately it will hurt you. There are people that have died from botched BBLs. Like, I'm getting sidetracked. As far as we know, no one has died from these veneer installments. But people have got infections and needed serious care to fix it, spending significantly more money on the maintenance and fixing of their teeth than what they saved by going to Emily Martinez for a cheaper set of veneers.
It's not the first time she's been accused of this crime. We learned in March Martinez was arrested on charges of unlicensed dentist work in Hillsborough County. She was released and performed the work on Pinellas victims in June and July. And it may have been more than veneers.
We also got information that possibly pulling of teeth. We did also get information that maybe even like children's veneers. So this is still an active investigation.
From the sound of things, people that paid a visit for those veneers viewed her as a dentist. So they started, I guess, requesting like tooth extractions and shit. Or maybe she was just offering that for funsy. Like, hey, this tooth looks a little rotted. You want me to just yank it? I'll only charge you like $1,000. They're like, oh, great, what a deal. I wonder how that extraction went, by the way. She probably just got a pair of needle nose pliers and just yanked that bitch right out. Or maybe just took like a hammer and chisel and just fucking whacked on it or something. Like, I bet it was the sloppiest, most painful process ever for a tooth extraction. I imagine finding your dentist through a veneer tech post on Instagram. It blows my mind how anyone would let themselves do that. And according to the report here, she was also allegedly doing veneers for children as well. What the fuck?
The American Dental Association issued a warning last year about unlicensed people claiming to be so-called veneer techs on social media. The ADA says any dental procedure that may alter the physical structure of an individual's teeth, gums, or jaws without the supervision of a dentist has the potential to cause irreversible harm.
A statement like that is so painfully obvious that it's sad that it actually needs to be explained to people. Like, people should be able to have the bare minimum intelligence to recognize that going to a random Instagram account that's charging you like a crazy deal on veneers is probably going to lead to some subpar work, or at the very least, this person is a shady individual and probably not like a general accredited dentist. Like, I don't know how people don't see that by doing something like this, you are setting yourself up for failure. It's also just such a nice cherry on top of this cake here. She was refusing refunds. So those customers that had the complications approached her directly, and she just said, absolutely not. I'm putting the kibosh on that line of questioning right now. No refunds. This is a non-negotiable.
Police say Martinez's victims needed emergency dental care after what she did to their teeth.
They actually have had to pay thousands of dollars to get their teeth fixed. And some of them had to wait for the infection to clear and go get their teeth fixed.
And police say that Martinez was operating here since at least January, but she has used multiple different names for herself and her business. They encourage anyone who may have used her services to reach out to police.
This lady was unhinged with this business here. I am very curious how many people paid for her services, because we know at least 2 of them had some pretty big complications that required like serious tending to, according to the stories. I even read a report that apparently where she claimed to be a dental assistant for 4 years and had proper tools and training, and she learned how to do this procedure after taking an online course on how to fix her 11-year-old daughter's smile after her teeth were knocked out. So basically, she did a Google search on installing veneers and then launched a whole business which basically amounted to just crazy gluing that shit to people's mouths. A mind-boggling strategy. Also, that's apparently not that uncommon when it comes to veneer techs. According to some of the reports, veneer techs take like a 2-day course on how to do it. truly someone worth putting your oral health in the hands of. Pretty interesting stuff here. I'm curious what her sentencing will ultimately look like, and I'm, like I said, very interested to know how many clients she had. I bet there are people that were seeing her actively like a general dentist, like even going for checkups to her. I bet. But anyway, I just wanted to yap about this a bit. That's it. See ya.
Initiating moisture.
Welcome to the Moist Meter. Today we're looking at the new Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. It's weird, Maleficent's one of the very few Disney movies where critics felt confident enough in their 3 inches of usable penis to come out and just openly shit on and tear apart in their reviews. And that's very uncommon and uncharacteristic of these pathetic worms, because usually they'll suck the ass of anything Disney related. They're usually not overly harsh on Disney movies, but for some reason Maleficent was where they finally rallied their flags and started shitting on it openly. And now for Mistress of Evil, they're doing the same thing and openly shitting on it, just being super hard on the movie, which, I mean, it'd be great if it made sense, but to me it doesn't. Maleficent's not exactly the Disney movie that I think's deserving of this kind of bukkake session. It's not bad. The first one I enjoyed quite a bit, and the second one I enjoyed even more so. Well, not even more so, but just as much, for a different reason. I don't understand why it's the subject to the critics just annihilating it. It's very strange to me. Maybe it's just pent-up aggression from not being able to give honest reviews in some movies because they get funding from some of the studios and don't want to look bad or offend fans. But I really don't see what critics hate about the movies. It's the first one, for example, had a very fun twist on a classic story we've all heard and seen in the animated version. It's an alternate telling of the story that's really visually pleasing, as well as being pretty goddamn dark for a Disney fairy tale. It's something unique, which is significantly better than the lazy fucking rehashes of the same story with a one-to-one recreation of the animated to live action like Lion King and shit like that. I much prefer a unique twist on it or a new creative vision of the story. Mistress of Evil admittedly isn't as good as the first one in the department of telling you a unique story to the universe. This one doesn't really have the same type of emotional levels that the first one did, nor does it really try to. The emphasis on this one is more about fear and war, which is very unique to a fucking Disney classic fairy tale, and I like that. By the time the credits roll in this movie, fucking 10,000 humans and 10,000 fairies have all perished brutally. I'm talking straight murder. The fairies get vaporized like they'd been caught in an atomic bomb testing facility. It goes pretty goddamn hard for a PG Disney fairy tale movie. Now, one complaint I have is Maleficent herself, Angelina Jolie, really isn't a big part of this movie. She's very rarely on screen in this movie. She's like Godzilla in the Godzilla movies, where he's barely ever on screen. It's just kind of a letdown, because I think she's a great Maleficent. I think she fucking kills it. So to really not have her as a very big presence in the movie, I think, is a bit of a misstep. But it's still fun. It's still well made. The story, admittedly, isn't the most complex or the most surprising with its twists and turns or anything. But it's unique enough to the universe that I still very much enjoyed it. I don't have a whole lot of complaints about this movie. All I have is nice things to say about it, because I enjoyed it. I felt like I was watching more than just a passionless retelling of something we've seen already 1,000 times that Disney for some reason just keeps fucking whipping with the whip over there with Mickey Mouse and forcing it to dance on screen for more money from China and from, you know, the coming of age people that haven't seen the animated versions. So to see something that has a different twist and does try and be unique in an already existing IP is something I'll always respect. And I think both Maleficent movies do a good job of that. I don't think anyone's going to be bored with them because they move along pretty fast and they are kind of hardcore. They do kill characters, which I don't see a whole lot of in movies for kids these days. I mean, I understand it's a kids movie. You're not going there expecting blood, tits, and rock and roll flying around. But to actually kill off important characters and to kill them off in the way that Maleficent does, it's pretty rare to see. So I like what they've done with the Maleficent 1 and 2. Maleficent 2 I think is a bit weaker than the first one, but it is still just as visually pleasing, probably more so, especially when it comes time to the battle and the war. It's a really nice spectacle of this red mist that's just vaporizing the fairies,
as well as some combat between them. And then there's some like really anime moments, you know, arms go out and then all of a sudden spells are flying out of her hands. I half expected to hear the Evangelion theme song to come on half the time during the fight. Before I forget, there's one thing I want to mention. There's like 5 or 6 times you think the movie's just about to wrap itself up, like you would just hit the climax and now we're about to come down towards the resolution, and then it doesn't. It keeps going, which isn't necessarily a huge complaint, but it's really odd that they'd have like these really hardcore emotional moments that you think are about to just be like the deciding end of where this is going, and then it keeps going. I don't know, it kind of threw me off a couple times. Not that it's that big of a deal, but it's just something to make note of. They really wanted to, you know, tease you over there with that little foreplay, that little hint that it's coming. Oh, kidding, it's not coming yet. We've still got the stamina. It's just, from start to finish, I did enjoy the movie, and I think Maleficent 1 and 2 are a nice addition to the established property that they're spinning off of. I think they justify their existence, and they seem like a passionate retelling of a classic tale, and I like that. So putting Maleficent Mistress of Evil on the Moist meter, I'm giving it a nice fat 70%. I would recommend it if you're a fan of Disney movies or fairy tales in general. I think it's a fun movie, and usually these kind of movies I think are very forgettable, but with Maleficent, at least in the first one's respect, it's a movie that I think about a little bit because I did like what it did, and I like the universe it created, and Mistress of Evil really goes in hard and doubles down on that universe. Doesn't really add a whole lot to it as a whole, because I feel like the first one kind of wrapped itself up nicely enough that the second one didn't need to be made, but it had a story to tell and it told it well, and I enjoyed it. That's it. So yeah.
Initiating moisture.
Welcome to the Moist Meter, hosted by me, the master of gaming, the preeminent expert in anything that even remotely resembles a Souls-like video game. Today we're looking at the newest entry into this genre, kind of, The Surge 2. Now, as a fan of the first Surge, I recognized it has a lot of problems, but I still overall enjoyed the experience. The 2 biggest problems I felt the Surge faced was its ridiculous enemy placement and weird map design, where it was really counterintuitive and there was like 1,000 fucking shortcuts just to get to a bathroom, so then you'd have like 10 different ways of getting there and you'd get confused. The shortcuts became part of a puzzle that was never really intended to be there. And I'm happy to say the Surge 2 improves in both of these areas, more so on the enemy placement. Like in the first game, they'd stack 50 enemies behind this box that would jump out and fuck you in the ass before you had any chance of knowing they were there, so a lot of the deaths felt like it wasn't your fault, but more just bad enemy placement. Because, like I said, they'd pop out of this birthday cake like strippers you weren't expecting, and they were all over the place, just fucking gangbanging you, and it was just really lackluster. The Surge 2 doesn't have this problem. The enemy placement is a lot better, I feel. However, I feel a lot of the maps are still confusing in their design. For example, early on, Brother Johnny, when you're navigating Port Nixon, just this corrosive swampland of stink, it's really hard to get a feel for it. It takes 4 or 5 times going through it before you finally figure out where things are, which is really frustrating because if you die somewhere in Port Nixon, trying to get back to it is just an absolute chore. You feel like a blind man feeling his way around the area because all of these corridors are so tight and genuinely identical in terms of what enemies are there and how they even look. So where you feel like you visited before could be entirely different and lead you somewhere else entirely. There are just so many nooks and crannies of these areas that it's so easy to get lost in. And again, there's a lot of shortcuts, which does help. And they cut back on the shortcuts this time so they actually feel meaningful and you can actually remember where they are, which is nice. But even still, the map design, I think, leads to a lot of confusion. But lackluster map design aside, I think the maps look very nice. I think it's a technical upgrade from the first one across the board. And I really feel like it's mainly just overall a much better experience than the first Surge, especially in terms of the weapons. I was finding weapons left and right that I had a lot of fun with. There's more weapon varieties. There's a whole lot of new fun finishers, of course, that are always satisfying to execute. Get a lot of parts, get a lot of weapons, and you're always constantly switching things out, trying new things out. See what really fits your playstyle. If you want something fast, have like fucking Valkyrie claws, go full Wolverine style on them like a fucking feral animal. You can do the hammer approach, which I gravitated towards early on in the game. And it never stops being satisfying, chopping through all of these mobs of enemies on your way to a boss or on your way to explore or find new things. It's just, the combat, I feel, is just a lot of fun. It's a little clunky at times, and Yes, there's a lot of bugs. Sometimes you'll go for a finisher on them and they'll fall through the map and all of a sudden you're fucking doing your finisher on the dude's ghost, which isn't a game-breaking experience or anything. I also really like the crafting and upgrade system. I find that to be entirely unique in the genre, that I just have a lot of fun chopping off certain body parts. You know, you target the right arm, get a nice weapon. I really enjoy that, collect more of the right arms of that gear, level things up. I really like the way they approach the crafting and upgrading. I think it just leads to a lot of fun, and it makes you want to go out and kill a bunch of enemies instead of run by them in a speed run. I also really like their approach to bosses. I think some of the bosses are pretty uninspired and kind of lazy. There's not a whole lot of cool mechanics to them. It's kind of just do the same tactics you've been doing the whole game, but now on someone with more health, which isn't the greatest, but the bosses at least look cool for the most part. But what I really like when it comes to bosses is you can approach the boss in a different way and do a challenge kill on it to get a different weapon, an improved weapon. In most cases, they're not overly great, but it is still always rewarding to pull off the challenge and get that special weapon for killing the boss in that way. And I think that is just a really cool game design. As far as story and narrative go, you're probably not going to be paying too much attention to it. I found myself zoning out through a lot of it. I don't think it's necessarily bad. I don't think it's really good either. But it's there if you definitely want some lore to dive into. I find some of the side characters scattered throughout the world pretty interesting though. There's a nice little nightclub with a DJ in the middle, and then there's a dude striking a superhero pose over to the side by the bar. You can talk to him and he tells you a little story about being like a superhero actor type dude. And I think that shit's kind of cute. But as far as lore and overarching narrative go, I don't think there's anything too innovative or inspired in the storytelling. It's mainly just there to get you point A to point B to fight some cool shit, find some cool shit, and just unleash cool shit. And in a game like this, I think the most important thing that needs to be right is the gameplay, and it really is here. It's extremely satisfying, it never gets old, it's always fun. There's a lot of different ways you can build your character with the implants that give you different perks and abilities, and you also have the gear that comes with bonuses and partial bonuses. It's just a lot to do and always fun to mix and match, and killing enemies never gets old no matter how easy or how hard they are. And I have to say, I don't think the game is overall that challenging. I never found myself struggling too hard unless maybe I got myself into a really tough situation where, you know, I go full big dick mode and I take on 9 dudes, I've herded them up, and then I try and bowl them down like I'm going for a strike in the lanes. And then I'll maybe struggle trying to do that. But overall, if you're just picking them off one by one, even 2s and 3s, you're not going to struggle, and even the bosses don't present all that much of a challenge. Plugging the Surge 2 into the Moist meter, I'm giving it an 80%. These are the kind of games that I really find myself liking, not just Souls-like games, but a AA game that is very clearly has a lot of passion behind it. I had the same opinion when it came to Remnant from the Ashes. I think the industry needs more games like this, from a creative team that, you know, wants to deliver a unique experience and make it fun first and foremost. Greedfall is another one that I found myself really enjoying. I just really gravitate more towards the lower budget titles that have real passion and work put into them, that really drive to deliver something memorable and fun. And I think the Surge 2 does that. It's not going to be anything that ranks overly high on the Souls-like fans tier list, I don't think. But it's enough that it's a fun game to be entered into that category and just an overall fun experience. And that's about it. So yeah. So my dad's got friends and all of them have unique talents and superpowers. It's like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Like one of my dad's buddies was a pilot, and then he was at, I think it was an airport bar or something, on the job, and then the bar stool just exploded because they, I don't know, never fully screwed it in or something, and it really destroyed his back. And that was like Peter Parker being bit by the radioactive spider, but instead of getting the ability to crawl on walls, he got the ability of money. Huge payday from that, and he's just got like this group of friends that all have like very unique stories and abilities. And one of them is named Dave. And he has a hobby of making flintlocks, like from scratch in a lot of cases. And yesterday we brought him out and we got to shoot a couple of them, and it was a lot of fun. So I wanted to show you it because I just think it's really interesting and I think it's very cool.
Now here's what we're dealing with today. This is an actual copy of Davy Crockett's first rifle. Now the original rifle is located in the East Tennessee State Museum in Knoxville, Tennessee. So I went out and took a look at it. I've seen pictures of it, got measurements, and I wanted to recreate what the original was like. Now other guys have done the same thing. But this is made out of what we call curly maple or tiger maple. And if you look real close, you can see there's a lot of those stripes in here. So it's an expensive wood to do that with, but it really makes a pretty rifle out of it. So I got brass on it here, brass patch box down here.
Real quick, I want to come in here and do a bit of glazing because Dave doesn't really brag about his craftsmanship, even though it's genuinely incredible work, so I'm going to brag for him. Everything you see on his flintlocks, we only shot 2 in this video, spoiler, little spoilers there, but everything you see on his flintlocks, he makes himself freehand. That includes all the brass work. It includes every ornate engraving he does in silver. He does gold trimmings. All of it he does freehand himself. I think it is amazing.
And we're all brass trigger guard. This is what we call a double set trigger. And I'll talk about that when we get ready to shoot it, what it does. But basically, what you do is you cock it, and you can fire it by pulling this trigger, or you can pull this back and set it, and then you have a hair trigger here. So when you touch that, it really will fire, so you better be ready. This is called a flintlock. This is was used for a long period of time in the history of rifles and guns. And it's got a flint here. It hits what we call the striker. And when you pull this back, you fire it, this rock or flint will strike on that, set off the powder in here, and the gun fires. Later on, it went to what they call a cap lock, and it had a little cap that went on here and got rid of the flint, and then it finally ended up going to cartridges, which is what we have today. But this is a flint lock. Takes a little while to load these things. This has got about a 42-inch barrel. It's a 50 caliber, and it's a rifle barrel. So these were fairly accurate back in the day. But anyway, enough of the talk. Let's see what it's going to be. Oh, by the way, I want to show you this. This is something that's not common. But what I did is when I built this, right here on the side plate, I put Davy Crockett's name on there. And that's his actual signature on there. I was able to make a copy of that and copy that on there. So that's what his signature looked like.
That is so cool.
He also does all the woodwork too. He's selling it short on just how nice it looks.
Well, we also did a lot of carving on this. This was common on this thing. This rifle originally was probably made in Pennsylvania, in York or Reading, somewhere around in that area, which was common at that time. That was where all the rifle makers were. And we did all the carving here, which is exactly like what they had back in the day. So if you go to Knoxville, go to the museum, you can see the actual rifle there. So let's see what it's going to sound like.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say we need you in every video.
I know, wasn't that good?
It's almost like you're a professional or something at this.
You should also see his whole collection. He's like the fucking Kakashi of flintlocks. He's able to he's able to copy every rifle ever. He's working on George Washington's pistol as well.
The thing I have is I got black powder. I have it in here. This is a 2F powder, which is a heavier grain. And to be safe, I always measure it out like this. And the rule is always remember powder patch ball. And the reason for that is if you get it confused, then you got a problem. So you put in your powder. Okay. Now you take your patch, put it up here like so, and then you take your ball. This is a 50 caliber ball, lead ball. You lay it right on top like so. Try to get it as centered as you can. And then we have what we call a starter here. This will help you get it down in here. And I've never fired this thing, so it's going to be all new. Well, that went in pretty good. You push her down. Make your ramrod. Okay. And you want to do that, make sure it bounces, that way you know you got it on the bottom. Put it back in. Now we got to prime it. So put some primer, this is gunpowder again, in the pan. Put that down. All right,
Well, you hit the target because it moved.
Yeah.
Didn't blow the tree in half. That's a good start.
Yeah, that's great.
You straighten that target.
So at the time, we thought that Dave's shot was that like super clean, precise hole at the top, and just assumed, man, that fucking ball must have traveled at the speed of light there to have a perfect hole like that go through it without like the normal things you see when you shoot a paper target, where of course it like blows it up a little bit. So we just assumed that was that, but clearly watching it back on the footage, that hole was already there. What it actually hit was the metal stand and ricocheted off. So in the slow-mo I played there, you can see it hit the stand, I'm pretty sure, and bounce. Obviously, we couldn't track that at the time in the thick of it there in the fucking Thunderdome.
So that was the first shot ever out of that gun.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I've never, you know, I just rough set the sight, so I mean, I have to take it to the to a range and set it up, and then adjust the sights on it. But
Charlie will zero it in for you.
Yeah. Hey, I was lucky to even hit the friggin' targets.
That was good.
And this is how much powder? 50?
This is, yeah, 50 grams.
Perfect.
A little pause. I thought he was going to be like, this is 140.
This is 5,000 grams.
Gonna knock Charlie backwards.
Well, you could put 120 in that thing.
No, we don't need to do that. This is my first flintlock. I don't need to fall over.
It's going to be like the R2-D2 scene on the screen as he shoots backwards.
Pioneers used to ride these babies for miles.
Okay.
Now just pull back on the front trigger, because
the front run?
Yeah.
Right here? Okay.
Yeah. Now you have to pull back a ways on it. Wait a minute, let me get out of your way. I don't want to stand there, but the side.
All right, here we go. Did I hit it?
Hit something.
Holy.
Oh, that smell.
That was cool.
You like the smell? I feel like this is like a gas smell kind of thing where you probably either like it or hate it.
Nothing like the smell of gunpowder in the morning, right?
That smells kind of good.
How was the kick on it?
There was no kick.
No kick?
At all.
You can one-hand it, come on.
Oh, yeah.
You missed.
Oh, no.
Totally missed.
I felt like I was right.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
Oh yeah, you got it right there. You got it.
Bullseye.
Yeah,
on the little target.
I never. That's what I was aiming for.
He was trying to scare him, go over his shoulder, you know?
Right there, look, Danny. Right there.
Yeah.
Hello. Right there. You got a bullseye on the little target right there.
Yeah, I zeroed it for you.
What were you aiming at?
Literally anything in this direction.
The tree.
Is that really where you were aiming for?
Absolutely not.
Where were you aiming?
Genuinely anywhere in that vicinity.
Have you not heard of aim small, miss small? All right, I'm gonna shoot in that 30 square feet.
If I can get somewhere in this direction.
I just want to.
Sailor's log, just want to make a note. That is exactly where I was aiming.
All right, you have to tell us before where you're aiming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will. I'll tell you exactly
You
where I'm
don't
at.
get the Charlie specialty.
I can't believe you hit the bullseye in that little target.
Well, you best start believing it.
Yeah, well, sorry, bud.
Guy's incredible.
Yeah. That had no kick at all. I think at the last minute I jerked up and I probably went to the top of that tree.
I think I see something on the right one.
Were you anticipating a little more kick than it gave you?
Yeah, actually I was.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice shot.
Oh, you did hit it.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Hey, hey,
That's a great shot.
check that out.
All right, here we go.
Where are you gonna aim, Kelsey?
The red?
The red on the right target or the left target?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I don't think I hit the red.
I don't think you did either.
My God, you hit the bullseye.
That's fun.
Anything?
And it's a miss.
Well, damn.
Okay, who else
can't
wants
hit
to
'em all.
try this? Okay, we'll do the same thing here.
That is insane that you built that by hand.
It's incredible.
It is so nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see what we can do here. We'll just use the same powder.
And is this a replica of a specific one?
It's just a Kentucky pistol.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not a replica of any particular one.
I think maybe you clipped the right side of the red one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Right side. Right there.
All right.
Good job.
What are we looking? Oh yeah.
Oh, that rattlesnake.
Oh yeah, that's a scary snake.
That is a scary snake.
Right there.
That's not
Oh,
a...
that's, don't go near that.
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
a-
water moccasin or
Yep.
a copperhead or something.
I was gonna say copperhead. Well, that scared me.
What you got us?
Probably heard the noise of a flintlock and was like, I don't really want to be around here. I'm gonna...
Let us know in the comments what kind of
Yeah,
snake
you tell
that
us
was.
what we just saw.
I think it's a rattlesnake.
And scale 1 to 10, how dangerous?
It'll stop.
Okay.
That was a miss. I think I saw the leaf go flying off.
I saw the...
Really?
It looked cool though.
I thought really cool.
I thought I was right on the money, to be honest.
I saw the patch fly out.
Keep an eye out over there.
Yeah, be careful of the snake. It's insulting to think that I'd ever missed the target. Never happened, never will. You could see it on the camera there. The precision was magnificent. It was a little off target, but I gotta hone in a little bit. I haven't used flintlocks before. They're unusual instruments in my hands right now, so I gotta get more reps in there. But not a bad shot. It's about where I was looking. That's about where I was aiming. You know, that Dark Tower shit. He who aims with his hand. You know, that kind of vibe.
Hey, look right there.
Isn't it weird
Yeah.
how every time the camera turns away, Charlie magically just...
Yeah, how about
it's
that?
oddly like finger hole
Yeah,
shaped.
I look like. Big thanks to Dave.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for bringing
Hey,
him out. This was fun. This
It
a lot of
was
fun.
great. I'm glad to see you guys take advantage of it. Now you see what it was like about 200 years ago.
Yeah.
How guys had to fight. Can you believe that? Because each one of them had to do the same thing. So
It was so fun, man. His work really is just so impressive with these homemade flintlocks, his home brew here. So yeah, anyway, thanks to Dave again. If you're watching this, Dave. Anyway, that's really about it. Yeah. What do Waymo and food delivery robots have in common? They both love stranding themselves on train tracks, it appears. Within a very short period, like 2 weeks, I saw 2 different videos of a Waymo taking a passenger down train tracks, and then eventually the passenger had to flee because no one wants to get hit by a train. That is like some Final Destination level, you know, shenanigans there where the car is trying to take this guy out. And then just yesterday, apparently, a food delivery bot plopped itself down, slapped up on some train tracks, and just waited for it to end. And the train came through and sent him to the, Valhalla, let him meet his maker. I don't know why AI robots and whatever are kind of addicted to getting hit by trains, but it is fascinating nonetheless. And also, since we were talking about AI on stream, chat made me aware of a new Amazon movie coming out that looks like complete dog shit. That's apparently all about AI and AI being used in crime prevention or something. I kind of got like Minority Report vibes, but if it was something that was sent straight to the VHS bin at Blockbuster back in the day. And it stars Chris Pratt, and it is directed by the guy who produced War of the Worlds for Amazon most recently, perhaps one of the worst films that's ever unfortunately been birthed. So, it was quite a little rabbit hole here, and I just want to show you the whole adventure because there is something very interesting about watching robots take themselves out, or at least The Waymo, I don't think actually got hit by the train. I think it eventually got off the tracks. It had a change of heart. It saw the light at the end of the tunnel and said, you know what? Life is worth living. But the delivery bot, it never had that eureka moment. It got annihilated. I want to know the marketing style of Highguard. All negative attention and stay quiet until launch. Comes out in a week and they still have not made a single statement or anything since Game Awards. It's pretty cool. They said, we'll let Highguard do all the talking. You hear about the Uber Eats robot that parked itself on some train tracks? That wasn't an Uber Eats robot. You're talking about the Waymo. Yeah, we watched that. Unless an Uber Eats bot did that too, but I'm pretty sure it was Waymo. No, it was a robot. It was in Florida. Oh, then it happened again? Interesting.
Right now at 3:30, a food delivery robot gets stuck on the Bright Line train tracks and is smashed.
It was all caught.
Oh, it got smashed? No!
Speaking to residents.
God, no! Get out of the way!
With more on what this could all be about. Brett.
Fuck!
Well, Caroline and Ginny, so many of these food robots are able to get through busy intersections like this one in Fort Lauderdale. They're able to do it safely. But this particular robot, stuck on the tracks, it met its match, and it begs the question.
Unfortunate.
Has the technology behind some of these robots outpaced public safety?
Oh, it's gonna crush it.
Then no one's going to save him?
A helpless food delivery robot.
Do something!
As a train
He's just a boy now!
Unable to do anything for the little guy, bystanders can only
Fuck!
watch as the train crushes it.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever food was inside. No!
You just witnessed a murder and you're laughing! Someone's chicken tenders were in there, you dirty rat! Oh, fuck! I can't believe it.
Temporary stop.
Scary, and I mean, glad it's just a robot, but that
Just a robot.
I think the robot should have gotten out of the way.
Side of the curb, fortunately for it, two people passing by stopped to save it, and with a pat on the back, sent it on its way.
I think sometimes these...
I bet that's the nicest fucking guy.
it's taking away jobs for others, delivery especially, delivery people.
It's not taking away jobs, it's giving jobs to a new species.
Delivered to you, so I think, you know, it has pros and cons just like everything else.
That was his first day on the job, too. This is not a coincidence. First the Waymo, now this. Yeah, at least the Waymo was not as catastrophic. When the Waymo stranded itself on the train tracks, I don't even think it died. I think it survived. Let me see.
A scary situation for a Waymo passenger this week. After
Oh,
a
yeah,
Waymo car
I forgot there was
was
someone
caught
in
on
it, yeah.
camera driving down the light rail tracks.
Here comes the train.
The video taken by a bystander near Central and Southern Avenue shows the
Imagine
moment
being the passenger there and the
car
doors
stops
lock
on
and
the
you're stuck.
tracks just before an oncoming light rail,
Oh, get out, get out, get out.
causing the passenger to run out of the vehicle before the car continues to drive down the tracks near another train.
I actually felt a little sorry for the car. It had obviously sort of made a bad decision and got itself into a difficult place.
Yes, it did. Yeah, I remember this now. He has the chest hair trying to make a little surprise appearance, pop out, say hello. Yeah, the food delivery robot definitely got it worse. Much worse. The food place that sent that robot getting smashed with a... Oh, I see what you're saying. The food place sent that clip of the delivery bot getting smashed with a full refund. Gotcha. I'm assuming there's like an alert if your delivery bot gets obliterated. There'd probably be some kind of notice like, hey, your delivery driver was killed en route to your house. We've sent you a refund. I got a message my DoorDash driver got in an accident once. I felt personally responsible. Do they really send you those kind of messages? That'd be heartbreaking. Yeah, they do. Oh, I didn't know that was standard procedure. Fuck me. That's scary. Man, I'd feel fucking awful if that happened. I order like an acai bowl and get a message, hey, your delivery driver got blasted by a train. Would you like to replace that order? New monumental stinker movie incoming. Movie called Mercy coming out soon starring Chris Pratt. It's doing so bad in pre-sales it might not hit double digits. Mercy? From Amazon MGM Studios. This thumbnail looks wild right away. This has to be AI, right? Has to be. Man, is Chris Pratt even trying anymore? He's not even acting. He's just, like, literally doing a table read of his lines. I know a lot of people give him shit for some of his acting, whatever. I've always thought he'd just been, like, a pretty solid actor across the board, but this is bad. This is just, like, actually bad. This is directed by the producer of War of the Worlds. No. No, it can't be. Let me see. Timur Bekmambetov? Oh my god. Oh my god! Amazon's found their Nolan. Timur Bekmambetov. The producer of War of the Worlds and now the director of Mercy. This is it. They've struck gold. Unfriended! Dark web! Nice. God, that shit was terrible. Oh, he's a producer on Hardcore Henry. That movie was interesting. The First Unfriended! Nice. Gorko 2. What the fuck? What is Gorko? He was a producer on Linkin Park Powerless. Man, this guy produced fucking everything. Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, Kiko Riki, Team Invincible, Darkest Hour, Apollo 18? Does this guy just have like infinite money or something, so he just produces everything that floats across his desk? He directed Ben-Hur? Oh, jeepers. He directed Wanted? Wait, that movie's a classic. What happened? Did the Monstars sap away his directorial talent like the fucking basketball did to the NBA players? How do you go from Wanted to War of the Worlds? The passion's gone. I guess so. I mean, shit. Can't even be mad at him. If he's just getting a paycheck to produce shit like War of the Worlds, who gives a fuck? Might as well. Do Digimon cards hold any value? I don't know. I'm not in the Digimon TCG space. You still have the Digimon binder you stole? Yep. I do still have it. I don't think they're worth anything, though. See if there's any old ones up. There is a $1 million listing on eBay for the Digimon Digibattle First Edition Series Gold Stamp Uncut Sheet. I have a hunch that will never sell. Man, some of these eBay sellers are actually fucking... They're on like a different planet. For $408,000, a Metal Greymon PSA 10. It's the PlayStation promo. It says that it's Pop 2. Don't know if that's true or not. Because I feel like I have this card in that binder. You know, let me just go get that binder, actually, while I'm looking at Digimon cards. It's just right over here. 1 second. Alright. Here it is. I stole this in the 4th grade. Well, I didn't steal the binder. I stole the cards in the binder in 4th grade. And I thought I was going to hell for it for the longest time. His name was Bryce. God rest his soul. Let's see if I have that 408,000 Metal Greymon. But look, here's the original shit. There's a Greymon. Not foil, though. Maybe I just have a bunch of garbage, actually. Looking at it now, maybe I was just trash. Maybe I stole trash from him. This is all garbage. Holy shit. Wait, here, this might be something. No, this is nothing. That's a power-up. A power option card. That's the only, like, foil outside. Oh, wait! We got a Babamon. Foil Babamon. Hold on, we might have something big here. Well, you can't see that at all, can you? We got any Babamon fans? Let's see. Should I get this shit graded? Am I sitting on $1 million? A foil Babamon from the 2001 first set here. Gold stamp. Babamon. Okay. Babamon. ST1. Yep. Is that mine? Yep. ST115, which tells me that's a starter deck card. Actual trash. This whole binder is nothing but actual trash. There's no way a starter deck card is going to be worth anything. But, you know what? I can't find any data on anyone grading this. So this will be legitimately a Pop 1 card. Actually. This will genuinely be the only one. I'm gonna set that aside. Shit's going right to Beckett. Oh, wait, we got another foil. This one is a, Oh, wait, I'm just now noticing I have multiple cards. It's making me cough. There must be a bunch of dust flying up from this. I just noticed I jammed a bunch of cards in the same pockets. I wonder if I've missed anything. What? Oh my god! I don't know, it's making me cough so much. Holy! It looks like there's only a few places where I put a few in the same pocket. We got the, Skullmeramon. Skullmeramon? Is this a big hit? This is another starter deck card. Good lord. Good lord. Not a single one of these has ever been graded, though. Pop one. Pop one on my hands. Pop one. You know, looking through this, I'm starting to think maybe I didn't have that Metal Greymon. I really thought I did. I'm losing hope. I'm thinking I didn't. I do have a Garudamon, though. Non-foil. And I got Greymon out the ass. Oh, Gatomon! Oh, not foil. I thought it was foil. Oh, I got excited. That probably would have been something. Oh, you know what I do have, though? I have, the Digimon movie cards. Oh, or at least I think this is from the movie. Yeah, it even has, MO on it, so this is definitely a movie card. Terriermon! There is... Wow! What is... wow, what is going on? There is a Terriermon for $200, but it's not that one. Oh, I got a Platinum Sukamon! Oh, this isn't from the first set, though. That's unlucky. Yeah, it's unlucky. Platinum Sukamon probably would have been a big one. Probably nothing. Graded anyway. Pop one. Pop one. Naturally, it's a PSA 10. It's been festering in this dust-ridden binder for 20 years. It's only been getting stronger. Metal Greymon! I did have one! I knew it! I knew it! Is this the $400,000 one, you think? What are the odds, huh? This is... Well, actually, this is from the first set, I think. Man, maybe there's a chance it's a little something. Maybe there's a chance. Wow, this sold for $1,200, this version. I'm in the right set, but the wrong rarity. Unlucky, man. No. The one I have isn't 1,200. Sorry. I was just looking at another Metal Greymon, a PSA 9 of the $400,000 one. The one I have, I don't even see listed. Don't nobody want this fucking thing. That's such a shame. I'm right there. I'm on the cusp. I'm tickling it. No, I think we're cooked. That's probably my only Metal Greymon. I was a trash collector back in the day. Holy, it's all garbage. Actually, all garbage. Genuinely. Nothing but poop as far as the eye can see. Maybe this is something. Metal Garurumon. That might be something. It's a foil. Maybe this is something. This is not from the first set, though. This is the second set. Ah, it's a starter deck card. Fuck! Well, what a load of trash. But I got just about every single common card from the first set. The first booster and the starter decks. You hate to see it, man. You really do. I've also got a ton of these absolutely worthless cards that they used to print all the time back in the day for Pokemon and Digimon, where it's these things, these god-awful, ugly things like the Topps cards. I have 1,000 of these awful things. I doubt these are worth anything. Those look awesome. Don't try and make me feel better, this shit looks like trash. Here's a cool Gabumon, though. Yeah, this is the 2000 Upper Deck line. Let's see, I'm curious. Non-foil, $10. Prism foil, $5. Somehow it's even cheaper. Wait a minute! There's some stupid asshole on eBay that's doing my strategy I was just kidding about unironically. He's fucking shameless loser. Look at this. This guy's doing exactly what I was saying. Pop 1! Gabumon Silver Prism exclusive! And it's Pop 1 because literally no one bothers to do this. Actually, no one bothers to send this trash in. It's working for him. He's got over 8K sales. Not from this, though. I highly doubt it's from this. Also, it's clearly not even Pop 1, by the way. Here's another one. Oh, this is CGC. So it's Pop 1 for PSA. You know what? Genuinely, I might just do that. Well, actually, no. Then I'm just going to spend a ton of money on this awful, stupid idea for no reason. Because it's all a scam. You pay like hundreds of dollars to get your cards graded. But maybe I'll send in this entire binder of Digimon and just collect Pop 1s of common shit like Fridgemon. This snowman Digimon. You send those to PSA and they send you a video of them using it as toilet paper. Yeah, probably. I really thought I had a foil Metal Greymon. Like, I distinctly remember it. But I'm just having a false memory, I think. Maybe whatever poison was abundant in this binder that's causing me to cough so much is affecting my memory. Damn, I really, really thought I did. What do you mean you had? Bryce had? Well, not everything in this binder I stole from Bryce. I just stole some cards I liked, and I guess I liked trash. It's not all Bryce's. Man, did I just not like shiny things? Because I still have a lot of my old Yu-Gi-Oh cards I found not long ago. All commons. Basically all commons. Unless I got robbed at some point in my life. Maybe I just hated shiny shit. Should have predicted the gross TCG market we have now. I know, I wish I did. I should have seen it coming. More so than most kids. Because I remember going on toywiz.com. Still exists, by the way. And I used to beg my parents to buy me singles. And when they would inevitably say no, I would print them off on the printer and make a little card out of them. I should have known where things were going. Alright, here we go again. It looks like Charles has a bit of a hot take on a beloved new film that just came out. 31-year-old man still has to go against the grain the old-fashioned way. But I can't help it. I'm a little sea turtle fighting the tide here, going the other direction on it a little bit. Weapons. Debuted at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. People hyping and glazing it out the wazoo about it being like the best horror movie ever. Which I think is more of a curse than a blessing. It reminds me of Long Legs, how like a core component of its marketing was, hope you brought your diaper, cause you're pissing in it with how scary this one is. You're gonna be sucking on your thumb till you pop that bitch right off your hand. It's too scary. What are we doing? We shouldn't even release movies this scary. And then I saw Long Legs and it was just fine. And with Weapons, the hype is not quite to that level, but, 100% Rotten Tomatoes, people, of course, going ballistic for it with how incredible it is. I've never seen a horror movie like this. I've just seen it. Kind of feel the same way I did about Long Legs. Like, it's fine. Like, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. But, man, oh man, is it not nearly to the level that a lot of people are portraying it as, at least not in my eyes. Not that I let the hype really skew my thoughts on things. I just thought it was worth mentioning that, to me, this film isn't what people are gassing it up as. It's a horror movie, sure, but I would actually argue it's more of a comedy. Like, and I don't think people are aware of that. We're going to get into spoilers, of course. I do spoilers now when reviewing things, so this is your warning there. I would say there's actually more comedic elements to this film than there are horror elements. Like, the actual plot and a lot of the things that happen, very clearly supposed to give you the heebie-jeebies, but all of it is undercut with comedy and humor, even in the most tense situations. It's like the MCU of horror. So, like, you'll have something that is clearly like, wow, this is going to be, like, scary. Oh my god, we have built up to this huge tense moment. And then they play it off as a joke, especially at the end of the movie. I'm going to get to that here in a little bit. And it was fine. Like, I don't hate that, but it's not really a horror when it's not taking itself seriously. You know what I mean? Anyway, I really like this director, Zach Kreger. He, of course, I liked his work in The Whitest Kid You Know, but he really surprised me with Barbarian. Barbarian is a film I saw on a whim, and I was blown away by with how interesting it was and just how much I ended up really enjoying it. So, like, I was very hyped to see this as well, and I do like it. I just didn't love it like I was hoping I would, and I think a lot of people are expecting this to be one thing when it's really not that thing. Like, I think they're going to get something completely different than what they're expecting, and for some people that might be nice, for others it might be a bit of a letdown. In my theater in particular, this isn't just me being like, big tough macho man, no movie scare Charlie, he too strong for a movie to make him scared. I mean, like, this is actually, like, I'm pretty sure, by design, supposed to make you laugh. Everyone in my theater was laughing a lot in this movie. More so than there were, like, any kind of, like, on-edge frights from people. Nobody, like, gasped or anything. Like, it really felt like most people were there having a hoot and a holler at it. And I think it's not laughing at the film, it's with it. Like I said, it feels like it's supposed to be more of like this unserious take on a horror movie when everyone else seems to be talking about it as just like a full-blown horror film. So I want to kind of set the record straight on that. Anyway, the film has a really interesting premise. Everyone's talked about that a lot. It's about this town where, for some reason, mysteriously at 2:17 a.m., an entire classroom of kids all gets up in the middle of the night, goes downstairs, walks out the front door, and disappears into the night. They run away, and they run away with their arms at their side, and it's really weird. They're running like the Titans from Attack on Titan. A month goes by, they still have no leads, can't figure it out. Of course, the parents are distraught. The town's still trying to, recover from this because everyone's on edge about it. And now we follow the core characters, one being the teacher of that classroom where all the students except for one disappeared. We then follow some other characters like one of the parents, and it's a really interesting way of telling the story because you go through some scenes multiple times from other characters' perspectives, which fill in a lot of the blanks. And I thought it was really creative. I thought it was very fun. It actually reminded me of something like out of a video game, like almost Until Dawn-esque to a certain extent. Like, I thought that was a really cool idea to visit these things from a different character's eyes, like chapters in this movie. I thought that worked extraordinarily well because you get so many different pieces of this puzzle through so many different lenses that all, of course, meet at the end. Everything comes together. And I just thought that was really smart. I also really like the way the movie's filmed. I've seen a lot of people praising the cinematography going into this film, and I think it definitely deserves that. It is like a really well shot movie. They have some really creative scenes that are shot in a really interesting manner. It's not all just like the standard by the book formula that horror movies follow, or I guess comedies by that extension. I thought they got very creative with their shots. It's clear they were having a lot of fun. The performances across the board I thought were super strong as well, especially with Justine. She's the teacher of that classroom where all the students vanished at 2:17 a.m. where they all ran away. And the whole town hates her. They torment her. She's ostracized. They think she had something to do with it, is withholding information, maybe even just she, masterminded the whole thing. And then you start getting these questions in your head about, well, where is this going to go? And then you'll go to the next chapter and you'll see a character that initially you don't really see how that ties in anywhere. And then all of a sudden, bang, eureka, this is where it's leading. But this is one of my big holdups with the film. The questions that you have, the answers the movie gives you, aren't all that interesting. Like, the questions themselves and the premise of the film are so strong. Like, the mystery of it, the thrill of trying to solve it, trying to see where it all leads, and then when you get to where it leads, it's a little unfulfilling. Like, I feel like it's just a little underwhelming, especially because the final act, as I mentioned earlier, is played off as a joke. that kind of takes a lot of wind out of the sails. You spend the whole movie with this mystery and these questions, only to then meet the big scary entity, which is just an old sick lady with a magic tree. And she has badly put on makeup with this wacky, zany wig. It's like a Ronald McDonald wig. It looks like Chucky Finster if he went to the worst barber on the East Coast. And she, like, jump scares you occasionally throughout the film. And that's, like, the main horror, is they rely on her being, like, the jump scare moment. So, like, Josh Brolin, when he's looking for his kid, he goes into, like, the dream space. Like, he's in a nightmare chasing his son, Matthew. And as he's telling his son, Matthew, I know I never said I love you enough, but I really do love you, son. Then all of a sudden, he looks at his son's face, and it's that old lady. Her name's Gladys, and she's like, ah. And, like, she does that a couple times. She's, like, the thing bringing horror to the movie, because without her doing that, sometimes it's just not really present. Like I said, it really is more of like a dark comedy kind of film as opposed to like a horror film, not to like split hairs. But then, as you have all these questions that you spend like an hour and a half, stewing on, trying to piece it together, and you go through a bunch of different characters' perspectives, then one character meets Gladys, and then all the answers start coming in. Gladys is the big bad, and it's just kind of underwhelming, because from that point forward, a lot of what Gladys does gets played off comedically, unfortunately. But it's not just her. Every time there is like a horror sequence playing out, they undercut it with humor. So, for example, Justine is spying on a house where she believes there might be something fishy afoot. And then she falls asleep in her car, and while she's passed out, the door opens, and a lady comes out, and she's holding scissors, and she's walking weird. She's walking real weird, and she's literally walking like Doodle Bob, actually. And she gets to the car, she's right by the window, and then she just like kind of walks away, like Crab walks away. The theater laughed really hard when that happened. And then the back seat opens, or the back door opens, and you can hear her get into the car, and then it's like tense. It's like, oh, okay, this is like a good tense moment. And then she leans over and cuts some hair, and then the theater laughed again. So, like, they took a horror moment, made it silly, then brought some kind of, like, horror life into it, where it's like, oh, this is about to be, like, kind of intense, like, what's about to happen? And then played a joke again on it. So you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, it does have horror, and when it's there, it's executed pretty well. Like, I think there's, like, some solid scenes, but they always take the wind out of the sails of the horror aspect in order to play a joke into it. Now, granted, the joke is solid too, like it was clearly landing with the audience, but I feel like a lot of people might find that to be annoying or not what they signed up for. For me, I didn't care that much. I thought it was fine, definitely different for sure, and I was still entertained. Especially because in the last act, they don't even try to make it scary. They literally play it as like almost a slapstick comedy skit. In the end, they piece together the mystery, which, by the way they figured out where the kids were, to me, felt like they kind of wrote themselves into a corner and then couldn't figure out like a good way of getting there. Basically, they were able to connect the dots, like the pose that they were running in, and after another guy goes crazy while doing that pose, Josh Brolin's character tracked the trajectory, and then Justine was like, oh, that's the house of like that one lone survivor kid, like the one kid that didn't run away. Probably something about that house, and it's a house she previously visited, like with the scissors and shit. So they figured it out because of the pose, but the authorities like scrubbed over this footage a lot, and there's even this montage sequence they showed where all the kids were running in a group together in front of houses, literally triggering motion sensor lights and everything. They were running in groups to this house. I feel like the Ring doorbells would have absolutely caught them running in groups, and they probably would have been able to find them far, far sooner. I don't know how they would have missed that. Like, they made a mention like the Ring doorbells only caught them like running into the night, but they passed so many houses in groups. Like, I feel like that footage would have absolutely existed. They could have easily tracked that trajectory. Like, I don't think it would just be Josh Brolin that would somehow figure out, like, it's kind of weird that they're all doing the same pose. Maybe they were running somewhere. Especially when you would couple that with these groups of kids that no doubt would have been caught on all these cameras from all of these houses that they're running in front of and triggering all the motion detection. Like, I don't know. But anyway, they find the house, they go to the house. And they're like in the house, and she can control people with her magic tree, so she has like bodyguards of people that she's controlled. That's how she got the kids, because she mind controlled them to, go hang out in the basement. And while they're there trying to save these kids, two people that she's controlled, one of them being a junkie, start attacking Justine and Josh Brolin. I don't know why I'm calling Julia Gardner's character by her character name and Josh Brolin instead of his character name, calling him Josh Brolin, but whatever. They're there, and they get, of course, ganked by her bodyguards that she's controlling. And I shit you not, one of the bodyguards, Josh Brolin punches, and he gets knocked out. And then he gets up again, he punches him, and he goes, geez, what the hell? He gets knocked out. The guy gets up again, punches him again, knocks him out. And by this point, the theater is like actually erupting into laughter. And then as Josh Brolin's running away, guy gets up again, charges him, and he picks him up and actually ragdolls him. And then he's like, God, he's so persistent. And then he's walking away, and the guy gets up again, screaming and shouting, running at him, and he ragdolls him again. Literally like WWE, like fucking suplexing him and throwing him around. And then theater is literally laughing at all this when this is like the entire build-up that we have built up to this moment. And it's like actually just a slapstick routine. It just feels underwhelming. Like I still think it's fun. Like, I mean, laughing at a movie is great. But if you're going there expecting horror, like a really good horror movie, I don't think that's what you're in store for. And it's not just that scene, it's this entire sequence, the finale of all of this tension, this build-up, all of your questions being answered, but the answer just not really all that amazing. So, like, the Gladys, she's about to have Justine killed, and Alex, the one kid who did not get mind-controlled by Gladys and the magic tree, he was watching Gladys, understands how to, like, control the magic tree and use its branches, so he frees the kids, well, not frees the kids, he uses the reason the movie's called Weapons is because Gladys weaponizes people. She's able to control them and have them do whatever she wants. So Alex then uses the kids as weapons against Gladys, where they then chase her down, hunt her, and kill her. And this is I shit you not, like maybe 8 to 9 minute chase sequence of Gladys going, oh no. She literally says, oh no, when the branch breaks, when he breaks the spell and like directs the kids at her. She literally says, oh no. And then starts doing this, opens the door, running away as all the kids are chasing her, going, and she's going, So she's running away, getting chased by the kids, and then she starts, like, breaking into strangers' houses, and they play it off as a joke. So, like, there's a family, like, watching TV, and then, Gladys comes through, and they're like, oh my goodness. And she's like, and she runs through the kitchen, runs out the front door, and they're like, that was weird. And then all the kids bust through the windows and bust through the door, like, oh, Jesus Christ. And they do that for like 3 separate houses. There's one where a guy's mowing his lawn, sees Gladys running away going, He's like, huh. And then a horde of kids starts chasing him, and he's like, huh. Like, they play it as a joke, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's an effective comedy movie, but overall, I just felt like it was a fun movie. It was good. It wasn't, like, amazing. I definitely don't think it's the horror movie of the decade or anything. I don't even think it's the horror movie of the year. I still think Bring Her Back is a significantly better, like, horror film, but I think this was solid with the horror that was here, sprinkled throughout occasionally, and I think the comedy was solid, which is here in a bigger capacity than the horror. Like, it's to me, it's more of, like, almost a dark comedy, kind of, and I think maybe that was the goal. I didn't know that going into it based on the trailers and what people are saying about it, but after seeing it, I would definitely classify this more as like a dark comedy as opposed to some kind of like horror film. But I do think you will walk away entertained. I know I was. But yeah, I just have to disagree with the hype a little bit on this one here, sports fans. Sorry to tell you. But it's not like I was super disappointed or anything. It was still a fun time. That's really about it. So yeah.
Washing machine repair competition.
Is that a real thing? Yeah, baby, let's get in there. No subtitles, no problem. Repairing washing machines is a universal language. It's like a smile. Team Pulsator! Are they the favorites? I'm rooting for Team Pulsator. I wager 5 gift subs on Team Pulsator winning. I think the Hunarbaz is going to Team Pulsator this year. Jesus, this looks intense. I thought it'd be easy. How much troubleshooting can there be for a washing machine? Just like hit it on the side or something. The editing in this is like Hell's Kitchen style. This is impressive. Oh, they only have 35 minutes. Team Pulsator works best under pressure anyway. Wait, this isn't fair. They all have a different washing machine model. This is that could put a team at a huge advantage and disadvantage. Like, let's say someone gets like an archaic washing machine model, and there's only a few moving parts. You can easily fix it before someone who gets like the fucking Tesla washing machine. Why wouldn't they have just the same model for all 4 teams? Show me Pulsator. I want to see their progress. They probably already built like a full functioning airplane or something out of a washing machine. This is intense. Jesus. Could this be the next big sport? The new baseball? It's serious then. It was a good thing they found that defect. Otherwise, the entire place could have gone up in flames. That's pretty impressive from Team Agitator, I'm not gonna lie, but I still have faith in my Team Pulsator. Jesus, a third defect? God. Just scrap the washing machine at this point. It's not even worth fixing. Just repurpose it.
So wash is working now. So third is
yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
Pulsator's on their third defect.
Second problem solved, third problem pata chala? Nahi pata chala. Washing machine.
God, this is intense. Jesus.
Not yet. Okay.
The atmosphere in the room is like a funeral. Let's get some energy in the crowd. God, it's not golf, it's extreme washing machine repair. Come on, crowd, get in there. Cheer on Team Pulsator. Like, the editing is super fast-paced with, like, intense music. But the crowd is barely even lucid right now. They're all falling asleep. Team Pulsator, baby! Ooh, is Team Agitator not even gonna finish? Oh no! They didn't defuse the bomb in time. Damn. There's so many wires in there. I really think it's just the model that fucked them.
More time to fit back the equipments. Otherwise, it was very interesting. I have all my appreciation for all the 4 teams.
But Team Pulsator wins, is what you're telling me.
The winning team of the skill competition, Pulsators.
Oh, baby! I am so good at choosing the winner of these competitions. It doesn't matter the sport. Whether it be extreme premature ejaculation, extreme bowling, extreme fucking washing machine repair, I don't care. I am always right with my prediction. I know what to look for in champions. I need only a glance. That's all it takes. Fuck yeah. It's a cool little theme song. They need that on the Wii, like, instead of Wii bowling, let's get some Wii Hoonerbaz. I'm sorry to hear that you're too tall.
It's definitely intimidating.
Hopefully they'll invent surgery to bring you down to the correct height at 5'6". See? Like Shay. Don't you want to be like Shay? Shay's pretty goddamn cool. Like Aaron Carter V2. Oh, Shay's such a gentleman. Is he gonna wash her feet too? Just like Brian? Maybe it's just like a thing with short guys, like, they wash feet. I wouldn't know, because I'm the optimal height at 5'6". Punch it, pussy boy, get us to that prom. I've got some Mike's Hard Lemonade in the back, we're getting real fucked up tonight. Who brought the natty lights? Yeah, baby! Hey! Haley's dad went home. He's not happy.
Now it's
Time to get wild at Whiskey Reds.
Mrs. Carvalho.
Yeah, baby. Brian's already fucked up. Where am I? Where's the strippers, goddammit? I don't know, this is confusing me now. I don't know how to feel. It's on one hand it's cute, on the other hand it looks like a child with their mother. I don't know. Tom Brady French kisses his kids. Maybe there's just a lot that I don't understand about other people's families. Well, that's kind of an underwhelming cake.
Got him.
Why didn't they make the cake super tall? They should have made the cake taller than Brian, too. Season 1 had a really wholesome ending.
Being tall is a blessing, 100%.
I think most tall people will tell you that, except for ones that reach like Andre the Giant levels where he has to drink like 1,000 beers an hour in order to not feel perpetual pain. As long as you don't reach that threshold, being tall is probably pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, the movie was good. And I'm surprised to be saying that, because I went into this movie a little Scrooge-esque, you know, a little bah humbugging, because from the first trailer, I thought, like, yeah, this could be entertaining, but, you know, the last big screen Predator film, Predator 2018, was unbelievably horrible. That was complete dog shit, but I will always defend this. I think Predator 2018 is one of the more fun bad movies we've had in a long time. It is such a piece of trash in all of the right ways that it loops around to being entertaining. So bad, it's good. It is a film where the predator species is harvesting the best DNA from all of the other species they hunt in order to make themselves stronger, so they splice it in to become, you know, even stronger to level up. And they choose humanity, and you're led to believe that they're choosing us because of our strong soldiers, but no, it turns out they're actually hunting our main character's son because he's autistic, and they want to harvest his autism to make themselves stronger. So they came to Earth to take our autism. Really entertainingly shit film. But it is, at its core, a shit film. So Predator Badlands, I didn't have the highest hopes for, especially considering I didn't like the new design of our main character here, Deck. I also didn't love the idea of the Predator being the good guy. Like, how can you really spin that in a way where you give a fuck? But, in the context of the film, his look really works because he is the runt of his clan. And he is, like, about to be called because he is weak. And they're insulting him, this and that. So him looking so different from all the other Predators does make sense in the context of the film. And it works, and you buy into it. And I also really think that they do make you care about him. Like, having him be the main character and the good guy, I'll put in quotes, it works, and it doesn't feel like super cheesy or super stupid. Which I was pleasantly surprised by, because again, conceptually, I don't love the idea of taking the Yautja and making him more human throughout a hunt. I just feel like we don't need to make every single character that you ever see in film have all these human traits. I think it's very cool if they're super different from humans across the board. So, like, the idea, I don't love, but they execute it really well to the point where I thought it was really well done, and I actually enjoyed it. And you know what you will enjoy is some canned goof juice, baby. That's right. Gamer Sups is back with some canned goof juice, this time sugar-free. It's available right now, so go get some sugar-free goof juice in a can, baby. What I will say gets a little cattywampus, though, is the humor. So, you can see from the trailer, he does team up with a synth. It's Elle Fanning's character, Thea, and the two of them basically form a little tag team in order for him to complete his task. And they actually banter occasionally. Like, I wouldn't quite say it's MCU humor, but it's just like little jokes and goofs here. Which I do think is a little weird because, I don't know, I feel like the Yautja probably wouldn't be so chummy while on this sacred hunt after everything that Deck had been through. I don't think he would be such an open book, ready to just start, like, joking and, like, you know, nudging a friend here. It just feels a little odd. I don't even think it's, like, poorly done or anything, but I just think that's a little, you know, a little much. Another thing that I was pretty concerned with is that this is PG-13, which I didn't know until I got to the theater. And watching the film, it doesn't feel like a PG-13 movie because there is so much gore, dismemberment, and death and destruction, but it's synths. So, and I'm going to avoid spoilers for now, we'll get into spoilers in a moment. A lot of other synths are there doing research on this planet where Deck is on his hunt. So he's killing a lot of, like, aliens and stuff, but it's not red blood, it's like Covenant blood from Halo. You know, you got all kinds of different colored blood, yellow and shit, and the synths, of course, aren't red blood. So even though the kills are really gruesome with, like, heads being collapsed, impaled, ripped off, like entire spines getting ripped off, there's never any blood, so it's able to get away with a PG-13 rating, I guess, which is cool. I mean, I'm still glad that it's so gruesome, but I will say, it does make it feel a little weird because since they are synths, you're expecting them to be smart. But all the synths, aside from a couple, are actual fucking idiots. Which to me doesn't make a whole lot of sense because why are these robots so dumb? And, like, they even show fear sometimes, like just random grunts, and I don't think they were, supposed to have that emotion there. Like, I understand there are some synths in the universe that do, but here, like, just random ones, like, they're all really dumb. And I just don't think that computes here, because why would they all be so bad at, like, deducing the most basic things? Like, there's actually a scene here where they go undercover to try and, stealthily break through enemy lines here, and the synth even stops one of them and actually falls victim to, like, a Jedi mind trick. Except I'm being very generous with that. It is literally, they're just telling a very comical lie to the synth's face, and he's believing it. And they eventually get the leg up on him because of it. So, like, why are they synths when they are this stupid? The only reason is so they can get away with a PG-13 rating and still have a ton of blood and gore. It's just, when you stop and think about it, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense why all of them are so dumb. They're robots. And I know it's not the biggest deal in the world, but it is just a little weird. Unless these are like fucking first generation Roombas or something, just like throwaway dumb idiot bots that they brought to this planet for an extremely crucial mission. But yeah, if you were worried about this movie being like really watered down because of its rating, I don't think that's really a fear you need to have going into it. I think they do a really good job with the action. In fact, I think the vast majority of this movie is action sequences. He's either hunting creatures on this planet, being hunted himself, or killing synths. So there is pretty much non-stop action happening, and I think it's all really, really cool. Like, they didn't pull any punches, even though it is a PG-13 rated film. So I thought they crushed it in that department. Now, before wrapping it up, I want to briefly get into some spoilers to talk about some other stuff I thought was really cool, but it is a spoiler, so here's a spoiler warning. I really liked Thea, and I really liked seeing more of the Yautja culture. I thought it was very cool to see the Yautja home planet and seeing Dek fight against other Yautja. So him versus father at the very end, I think was super hype, where he, easily, well, not, I guess I won't say easily, but he overpowers the Royal Guard. I'm assuming they're the Royal Guard, considering they're his father's right-hand men. And the way that he evolved after his time on the most dangerous planet we've seen yet, the death planet Jenna, was very cool. And then his showdown with his father that mirrored what happened to his brother, basically. And then he says, I have my own clan, I think was a really fun conclusion. And the way they set up for a further Predator film was very hype with his mother showing up. I thought that was so fucking cool, and I think they did a great job with the action. And I really liked the Yautja, and I'd love to see more from it. And I also, like I said, like Thea. I think Thea was a very cool character to see in here as well, where she was able to kind of humanize is probably not the right word, but help Dek see that maybe not everything he'd been taught about the Yautja is the only way to live. Maybe there's more to it than just hunting alone. Maybe it's worth hunting in a pack like wolves and protecting instead of just killing, that kind of thing, which I know can be very cliche, but I think it works really well in this film. So I liked it a lot. I liked it significantly more than I expected. I think it's very hype, and I do hope there is a follow-up to it. Hopefully there is a sequel where we see more of Dek and more of Thea and more of Bud. I think it was very fun. So anyway, it was a good movie. That's about it. So yeah. We're going for the sad mood lighting for this one because this is legitimately a funeral for over $100,000. Alpha Magic the Gathering. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, I'll tell you. It's like the most expensive thing to buy, like a sealed Alpha starter deck. It's up there with like a first edition Pokemon, like Shadowless base set, that kind of stuff. It is like holy grail for collecting. Last year, we opened one, and it was a really like kind of juiced pack. Like, we got some good hits from it. It was a lot of fun. So we wanted to do it again this year, and thus I had another Alpha starter deck. We brought out Pay Money Wubby again, the boy wonder himself, and I'm just going to spoil it now. It's already spoiled in the video title. This is perhaps the worst recorded Alpha starter deck opening ever without it being a scam. Everything in this seems legitimate. It doesn't seem like it was repacked or anything. There's nothing like super fishy about it. I think it is just statistically the worst possible box you could ever open of an Alpha starter deck, and we got to capture this tragedy on camera, and I'm happy to share it with all of you. One of these goes for like $100,000, if not more, depending on who you're buying it from. So this is legitimately the biggest possible waste of money imaginable. Hey, it's the Alpha Box. We're back. It's been a year and some change. We brought in the magic guy himself.
I'm the magic guy?
The magic guy, Wubby. He's back. Hey guys, we're back. We got this box from him a year and a half ago.
It's the same box?
Yeah. When we just started playing this goofy little card game.
We pulled nice cards and we had no idea what to be excited about.
Yeah.
You were shaking and we were like, whoopee!
I want you to know times have changed. I'm a colder man now, and I'm not going to shake.
That's good.
I'm excited for whatever happens.
We now know what's in there. Still probably will be like, whoopee!
Yeah. I've also lost knowledge since then. I was way more prepared the first time, and now I kind of don't remember shit.
I didn't want to say anything, but it did feel like that when you came in.
Yeah.
This guy got stupider.
This guy doesn't know shit anymore.
This isn't the same guy from last year.
All right, so you brought this last time too. This was the second one that Charlie decided he wanted both then and there.
Yeah, he's even dated May 2024.
May 2024.
You can't just print those either. That's like official.
That's true. Yeah, it's laser etched on the bag. All right, open her up.
Wait. While exploring their barn, can I say that?
Yeah.
While exploring their barn, I found smelling salts, which I'd never done, and I'm gonna make everybody do it before. We need to lock in.
We gotta get excited.
Go ahead.
Me first. Well, you've never done them. You go first.
I need to see how deep to put my nose in.
Oh no, just guess.
Well, that's crazy.
There's no wrong answer with smelling salts.
Ooh, and now nobody else do it.
These are not that strong as far as smelling salts
I could get in there.
You could.
You smelled stinky instead of pain.
Yeah, it felt
stimulation.
Is it not supposed to smell stinky?
It's supposed to like stimulate you. You do it from like a big lift or like he said on hockey shifts.
Oh God!
That one hit harder. They're activating. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. Legitimately
It feels like I shouldn't breathe that. I want more.
Yeah, see, he's already getting used to it.
Ooh, hold on.
It locks you in though, right?
It's opening his fucking.
How much can I do
again.
before I start to like die?
It says 2.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
I want to do one more. Should I not? Is this crazy?
No, you can do smelling salts. You can smell till the cows come home.
It's making my eye twitch.
It kills some brain cells, not too many. Isn't that funny how that's the reaction though? Like,
it's good though. Ooh. Go again.
Let me
open this pack.
They're a little skunk.
Maybe we could see if somebody can go pick up some high-end ones for the next video.
Yeah.
Because you'll fucking snap your
What
head
if you
back.
do like a line of it?
Ooh, that last one.
That might kill you.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So
that last one was
smelling
not
salts are just ammonia.
Oh,
so it
like
smells.
cat pee.
Yes. So your brain goes, you shouldn't be fucking smelling this.
Yeah. I didn't want to breathe it.
Hey, what do you do with cat pee? That was a really fast
You
association.
smell it. But no, like the really good ones, you'll feel like there's like fire going into your head. We'll get some for you.
We'll get some.
We will not let you leave here.
Every single thing we do while you guys are here, we're going to start with some smelling salts.
Everything we filmed, just keep.
Oh man, charades later is going to go.
Everyone has a bottle.
All right, let's get into this now.
We've got the fresh, sealed Alpha starter deck. It doesn't look tampered, right? I think we can all agree.
Oh, I don't want to.
He's on a magic card right now? Yeah, no, don't be careful, because this could be a sleight of hand thing.
Oh, well, you know tricks now and shit?
Oh, yeah.
You should do some with this.
That's a good idea. I know a trick.
I'm going to be real, okay? This looks good to me, but I don't like saying that because some nerd will tell me I'm wrong. I'm just going to make sure it's filmed from every angle, so when this goes terribly, someone can tell us.
proof.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's very important. I learned that the hard way. It looks good, though. I mean, one thing to look for, if you want to be real for a second, any kind of scuffing where someone's thumb would go right here, and this looks clean, I think. You want to take a look at that?
That gave me...
Looks clean.
Oh, no, that does look clean. It was the light playing tricks.
The one, I've got many fakes in the past, and almost always the fakes have some kind of like someone's nail went there, they bent it a little bit. Do you want to look?
Yeah, I would love to. Sorry, I was just admiring your technique.
They're addicted.
I develop a light addiction to smelling salts.
To cat piss.
Bro, take a look.
Does that smell like cat pee?
Rip that shit!
How do you want to open it?
Yeah, no, we're prepared this time.
all the tools out for you.
Well, you don't need a tool for this part.
Oh, right.
Well,
there should be a pull tab. Well, you can go that way. Yep. No, fuck it.
You don't need to.
Oh, we're so back, aren't we? It's the same thing.
You're like I'm a lot less high strung
I'm not.
this time.
No,
you know?
There's literally a pull tab right there.
Wow.
He wasn't lying. He was not lying.
I'd like to take back what I said. I'm super high strung immediately.
Here, pass the rock. I'll open the top.
He said throw it. I mean, it's like.
Yeah.
I truly thought he was going to throw it.
No.
See,
There was
looks
scratches,
like there's
right?
like a scratch going up.
Okay, so yeah, that looks like that's bad. No, that can. We should have lined this up with the plastic. That is.
When I looked, I did see the scratches through the plastic.
Scratches? Are we sure?
There were two.
So there's dents on the cardboard, and you want to see that there's also dents on here, but it is possible to dent the cardboard without denting
That's
this.
fair.
That's a yellow flag to me.
Yellow flag.
He's going in. He's going. Wait. Did we look up the order? Did anyone do this?
Oh, that'd be.
Last time
There's
you
like
just
12
knew it.
people in this room right now, and everyone just went. Hey, should we look this up or do we not?
Yeah, here.
Yeah, look up the.
I believe. Well, because I believe it can be different. It can be. It can be right here. I believe it can be up below the instruction booklet. It can be above the instruction booklet, and there's a low chance, I believe, of being on the top.
Let's see.
Like a year ago, there's a Charlie video that probably has the.
Pull that
order
up. There's a guy in it who probably knew.
You probably actually explained it.
I do think I'm right, and I do think it can be in a lot of places, especially with Alpha. These things were not quality controlled at all. They're kind of everywhere. But be careful with the bottom. That's where you could see it.
I've got some crazy
an
developments
idiot.
here. It's already open. By the way.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, the whole ass end of it down there is open.
Yes, it is.
Okay, let's.
Someone did the job for us.
Opened is generous. It's like splitting.
Yeah,
it's damaged.
I will say these look like Alpha cards based on the corners, which is always the first. Wait, are they?
Uh-oh.
They look rounder, right? Get a normal Magic card. These corners should be more rounded, and they look like they are more rounded.
I would say like a wider.
Yeah, Alpha is the only card printing where they
Good
have
save, Matt.
okay.
Good save.
Okay, huge.
Yeah, this is important. Yellow flags galore on this one.
That's good. I just took a peek at the bottom by accident.
Did you see?
I can tell you it's not. I can promise you.
I tell you what it's not.
I can promise you we don't want that to be the rare. I'm hoping.
Is it? Can you flash it to me?
Oh.
We don't want that to be the rare. That can be, and that's a disaster.
Oh, I think we've seen it now. Might as well just.
I can also explain why that's really bad potentially. So that is an island.
Wow. Yeah.
And
that's what I thought.
The issue with that is you can get an island in the rare slot in cases. It's not even a misprint. It was part of the rare sheet.
You would say that's the worst possible thing you could get in there.
Where do we get this again?
Yeah, well, there are some people who value those rares, and they consider them island rares, and they do buy those at a premium, but I still wouldn't say that's a good hit, because it's not a Lotus.
That's a good point.
It's pretty much nothing, actually, is what I would say.
There is one grading company, I believe, that grades those as rares if you have proof that you pulled it in the rare slot, which does put a nice label on it, which can be...
Does it look like the plastic is pulling so tight it's almost bowing, or am I crazy?
Yeah, but I mean, this is what, 30-some years old or something?
Yeah,
So
it's just old.
The thing, like, there are real Magic savants who I want them to see this wrapping right now, because they will, in a glance, they'll tell right now. That's why I love doing this live, because it'll get to them while it's live,
Yeah.
but we'll find out. I just want the whole thing documented. Listen, I've been scammed so many times, I'm not the authority on this. It looks fine. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
I trust you.
This source is about as reliable as you can
It
get.
literally is. Well, at the very least, we know he would never do anything.
Yeah. You're going to try and open it with that?
Oh my
I
God.
thought, would you guys like to? He talked a big game before
Yeah,
he sat down.
do you want me to?
Yeah.
There was
You're already dumped smelling salts
The
on it.
precision of a surgeon.
We got a
I'm
rare
glad you
island.
guys are here for this one. You were off camera last time.
Well, we're gonna filter in some more friends. We have a ton of people here who are gonna
That's
watch
okay. They're good, I think.
Yeah, they're fine.
You guys are good, right?
Did you get it?
I'm very
I
confident.
don't see it.
Here,
I got most of that side.
Be sure to spill this.
Yep.
The fucking vacuum is nowhere. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's just doing it.
This one copy. Okay, careful now. We don't want to spoil.
I will say, top of that card is shit.
But that's understandable.
Let's get it
And
out.
remind me what we're looking for in commons.
Llanowar Elves, we're looking for a Lightning Bolt. We're looking for Sinkhole. Sinkhole? Dark Ritual.
I thought Dark Ritual was Demonic Tutor.
Demonic Tutor, yeah.
Okay.
And
All right.
Here's Lightning Bolt. Okay.
Wow.
We are
That's
not.
like
looking for tap symbols, which we don't have.
All right.
That says tap.
That's
good.
great.
That's very good.
Great.
That is good. All right.
Do you want to do 3 and then pass?
There's a lot of commons.
Yeah, no. Let's do 1 each to get it heated up.
There we go. And in I believe in one card, the audience at home will be able to tell the entire common.
Real quick. You also have a bunch of smelling salts on your side.
Oh, look at that. Thank you.
It's weird. There's 1/4 of this table without smelling salts on it.
That is odd.
Do you want to fix that?
And it's a boring corner.
Yeah, that corner doesn't have fun.
Go ahead.
Okay. Did you get there's a little salts over there.
No, it's fine.
Swamp.
Garbage. Okay. All right. That's normal.
Yeah. We can
okay.
use this as a coaster too for the rest of the good cards.
All right.
Rip it.
Yeah, give us our first something.
lightning bolt.
Sorry, that was really bad.
This is looking good so
All
far.
right, wait.
Yeah.
Talking a big game over here.
Okay. I am. And I'm going to rip this lightning bolt now. You ready? See
Oh.
how these look. Okay, only the top card was damaged.
Perfect.
This top card is quite fucked.
And haboom.
I have a question.
Pestilence. What?
Would you say that corner is like cut off?
Where?
This one?
Uh-oh. No, that's normal.
Oh,
that's okay. These cards look homemade because they almost essentially were.
If you are from BGS, these look wonderful.
That's
Our
good.
grizzly bears.
That's so good.
That's cool to see. I mean, these look nice though. That's it. We're holding alpha cards, guys.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hopefully alpha cards.
They don't look as nice as the Avatar cards.
No, I know. Where's Aang?
Yeah,
Okay, this is a little weird.
That's weird.
That's strange.
Keep doing it.
Okay.
We're keep going 1 for 1. All right.
That's a good card on the bottom.
I picked it up while I
know
slid it.
We know what it is.
So we don't mind.
We know
can-
what it is.
It's
The
impossible.
Black Lotus could be this card, or it could now be sandwiched on the.
All right, so bottom card is now fine to rub
Bottom
to our
card
heart's
should be an
content.
uncommon.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't rub it, though.
Yeah, I won't.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Maybe rub it a little.
That's a forest.
it's a forest with a pathway.
I feel like we're playing.
That's basically a
shitty
Llanowar
board
Elves.
game.
Haboom.
Wow.
I'm going black. Ray's dead.
If he pulls a grizzly bears, I'm question marking.
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy.
No, it's
Okay, we're good. We're off.
All right. Anyone else want to filter in here? This is a rough
Yeah,
start.
we're not
We
doing
need
so
a fresh
hot.
set of hands.
This is okay though.
Yeah.
We're okay still. This is commons.
I remember when we
switching-
did the last one,
are we
we had some
switching
cool
lobs?
stuff right now.
If you pull swamp, you gotta hit the salts.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I think that's fair.
I think I have to hit the salts and then pull the swamp, I thought.
Should we make him hit the salts or?
He did just sit at the table.
Where is it?
Give it to me. We're very careful. Please don't get them on the table.
It damages the.
Did someone get smelling
It's
salts on the
really
table?
It could
bad
have been
for the
anyone.
table,
It
yeah.
could have been anyone.
It smells like cat pee.
Oh yeah. That smells like cat piss.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hit that hard, though. You see how you just tanked it?
It just
There's your
stinks.
toy
Yeah,
bag.
It just
stinky.
smells bad.
It's just stinky.
Oh, an island.
bro.
Fantastic.
Well, we're getting all the lands out of the way early.
There's lots of lands. I hear that this is a rare. Oh.
If that's a land, I squeal.
Fog.
Okay, fog's good.
Fog's better.
We like fog.
Playable
Fog's a beautiful card.
You
Yeah.
can use fog.
Ryan beat me with fog once.
Fog
I love
is
fog.
Ryan's go-to and everything.
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
A swamp.
You took my card.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
I got a black theme
bastard.
going here though.
It's okay. We're gonna turn it around right here.
Yeah, this is where we start to get serious. Well, that's not bad. It's a fur. What the hell am I reading?
He's a guy.
The furloon.
Yeah.
Furloon
Minotaur.
Herloon Minotaur.
He's got it.
It's a Herloon Minotaur.
There's a jacket with him on it.
How nice.
That's
It's like $300.
Is that more or less than the card?
More.
Ooh, I didn't even announce the card because it's bad.
Yeah.
So here you go.
What was it?
That doesn't matter. Phantasmal
Danny.
Terrain.
Yeah, Danny, we need your
Mono blue enchant land.
Danny boy.
Denny.
Give him the
I'll
salts.
do salts.
Based on how we are, I think we're both doing salts.
The speed
Yeah,
at which
yeah,
you're
I'm good,
dealing
I'm good.
salt.
Now you're good.
That's
You
my,
want-
that's my
no, I get
right
it.
there.
Yeah, I've done those occasionally.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, thanks. Do one more. Do one more.
One more.
Yeah,
You got it. I
Sure.
rolled this over.
You
That
got
was
it.
technically
Okay.
my
We
card.
have to break the loop.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to change something.
Fix it up.
Yeah, some coffee bean forest.
Yeah.
This is the big one. This is the big one.
Boom. It wasn't, guys.
Wow.
Yikes.
We're getting real close to those cool knives.
I'm gonna give up. Should we?
I'm gonna give up.
As are we all.
Please don't give up.
It's okay, guys. This is very normal. The commons are boring normally.
Yeah.
We got shit. Disintegrate.
That's new.
It's new for us.
Yeah.
Haven't him yet.
This is like any other magic.
To us.
Okay, here's the Phantasm or Blue Elemental Blast.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's playable.
that's a
Yeah,
very
it's
fun
playable.
card.
That's a card.
It is playable.
And look, nobody's here for the comments.
No one's here for
No one's here for the comments.
I like the comments.
Someone shoot that guy.
Bro, boo. Ooh.
Nope.
Nope, that's a worm.
Crawl worm.
Yep.
But
He's ugly.
you warmed it up for my lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
That could cast lightning bolt.
Could cast
could.
lightning bolt.
Wait, maybe that's a sign.
You and I work together.
Now watch, I'll rip it. Ready?
You rip it, I'll cast it.
Okay, here we go. Tap. Can you tap it?
Yeah.
Tap for lightning
And
bolt.
I'm gonna play lightning bolt.
Oh, I saw
We
the
could
red
play-
ball, right? Tap it.
We could play
play a lot
multiple
now.
lightning
Yeah.
bolts.
Yes.
Tap yours.
Yep, tap it,
I'm
tap it,
tapping,
tap
okay.
it, and lightning bolt.
Oh, it's an island.
Wait, now we can play something else.
Lightning bolt. We've got
I'm gonna
everything we
float
need.
the blue.
Yeah.
All right, I've tapped it.
We're crafting the worst card in all of history. Yep, it's a forest. We are ramping.
Maybe we're casting a commander.
We're ramping as hell.
Are we not doing enough?
I don't. We need to filter in more.
Yeah. Let's
These
get
hands
a
are-
flip out.
Chase. Chase.
And Zach, come on.
I haven't given up a spot. Someone should.
Yeah. Someone come take my spot ASAP.
Come here, sit here. I warmed it up. Now, if you reach into here, there's smelling salts. So.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
They've been really lucky for us so
Zach.
far.
Okay. Zach, come to my seat.
Okay. This Brandy bitch. Ooh yeah. Careful on the table.
That was an inhale.
You ever been to Corpus Christi? That's what the water smells like.
Oh, Jesus.
Shouts out.
It's just piss.
That's really it. That's really it.
You like that? Yeah.
All right.
And he's flipping and. Hot hands! Hot hands!
Holy shit!
Oh my God!
Guys, it was because his mountain was tapped.
Truing. That's. I think that's the best common you can pull.
Yeah, I think
One
so.
of them, I think. Yeah. That's not a real lightning bolt.
No.
It's either bolt or red.
You gotta follow that up.
Yeah, well, this land's gonna be real nice.
Land or elves.
Regeneration.
They're not bad.
That's bad. That's bad.
The smelling salts kind of fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Pussy.
1, 2, 3. Let me hear you say wayo. Ooh,
Weakness?
he's getting that good suck.
Oh. He got that face. Samite healer. Oh, this guy just chilling.
All right, I'm feeling an island on this one.
Who's coming in for
back to back
for me?
Yeah. I'm down to tag back in.
I'm summoning a Carlos for pulling some cards.
Get some fresh people over there. All right.
Oh boy.
Felt like you thought I was setting up.
And I jumped on it.
Oh,
Damn.
Two
it's
forests.
a forest, guys.
Good try.
Oh, when do we break into uncommons?
Yep.
So, here, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We're like
You're gonna love
there,
it.
right?
I'm gonna love it.
Yeah. Or is it after
lied.
Dude.
It's the booklet.
Nice.
So be very. In fact, if we want to now, we're not almost to uncommons, but I'm
you're
right
gonna
now.
take out the
I'm gonna
possibilities?
move where 2 rares could be. These 2 could be
those
rares
two
as
could be
well.
rares, I think.
Put 'em-
And I'm gonna put them.
Gonna put it in the middle.
Yeah, right there.
He got it.
As well as, I think after the booklet.
After the
Are these
booklet,
also-
There's also
these also potential
possibilities.
Those are the bottom.
Yes.
Those could be rares. We really hope not. These are above the booklet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ha boom.
Wow.
His plans.
Yeah.
I think that's 4 lands in a row.
Yeah.
I think that was.
So only good things.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Flip one of those.
Giant spider.
Big spider.
He does not fly, but can block flying creatures.
Is that a common?
I think so.
I think so.
Why do I think he's an uncommon?
I'm already satisfied.
Okay. Little dryads. Little dryads.
Yes.
Booty, I'm gonna show it to you.
Tap it.
I'm really happy to see just a lightning bolt.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh no, but you made another Schuler. I'm getting a lot of Douglas Schuler actually.
Here we go.
Would anyone else like to get in? Back in?
Get Alex in, and it's just a full. It's just a Wubby video.
Circle of protection green.
Okay, a circle of protection.
Circle of protection green.
Well, there's almost playable cards here.
Hey, thank you.
This almost. This would be the most whack draft.
Yeah.
Ever.
There is women here.
What?
Welcome
What?
to welcome to
when?
Mulligans.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi.
All right, guys.
I'm Alex, the token woman.
How do we do this? Rye, cut that. Thank you.
Now, Alex, flip over the card, look at it, and describe the card to us. Don't read the name.
What it does.
What are you hoping for?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hoping for.
Tell us what it does based on the art.
Yeah. Unless it's a land, I guess.
But
then
what?
just-
But I can see the words. It'll tell me.
just
Oh, don't read. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
illiterate, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Very empty.
Oh, it's
It's plants, yeah.
It's very sad, very empty.
All right, this will be my last one.
Okay.
Okay. It's a
Oh
pretty
my god, it's a unicorn!
It's a Belisara.
Would a greedy person pull this?
Earthbind.
Oh!
Hey! That's the kinky one.
I'm hard as fuck right now.
People cosplay
I'm so
that.
hard. I gotta rotate out. Anyone else?
Oh, but I never got salts, man.
Oh,
Wait, come here.
Booty, why do you gotta bring it? I was. Yeah.
Carlos almost got away with it. He did not do it.
I was trying to put it on her like she got away with it.
I'm full. I don't.
Are you trying to quit?
Is this monster? Yeah. I'm just.
It just stinks.
Oh. It just.
It's not good.
Well, here
It smells like hair dye, actually. If you've ever been covered in bleach, you know, like the girl take. Yeah.
Salute, he says.
That's a good sign.
Boom! Oh, damn. I felt it.
You tried to sneak up on it, like I got it.
When we weren't paying attention.
Yeah, literally.
Gentlemen?
Hold on, ready?
Oh, let them both put one more.
Oh, okay. You're too kind, guys.
Death Ward.
That's new.
Okay, we like new.
They're all gonna be new, by the way.
Yeah. I would hope they're all new or something's wrong. Okay, let's
Roll
see.
something big for the
Last
for
one.
our chair.
Rip it right here.
Yep.
Let me add to that.
Okay, yep.
Give me a big one.
Yeah.
We gotta tap a bunch. It's gonna be
Yeah.
Gotta put all the energy into
All right, I'm all tapped out.
Shaboom. Oh,
No, that's fine.
you know what?
That's good.
All right.
Also,
okay,
remember when I said there's no doubles?
More resources. Hey, the dealer spot proud.
Is this the last uncommon? I mean, last common?
Last couple, there's like 2, I think.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right.
there's 2. So that means Charlie will start the uncommons. Fuck. Okay.
That's good.
Oh, you big dog.
We love to see those.
And I think this is gonna be a Llanowar Elves. Nope, it's a snake.
Okay. Good.
Okay, I'm now gonna prep next for you. So these could be rare. This is the book, very rare. These sell for something.
Well, we need those because we really don't know.
Yeah,
how
we
to
gotta
play
read up.
it. Yeah.
These could be rare right here. And I'm gonna move them to the side.
So any of these packets can
So
be
we
rare.
know what this is an island.
Yep.
Could be a rare. Rares. We don't know. And these should be uncommon. We're gonna find out right now.
Here comes the demonic tutor. Well, good growth. That's not bad.
It is an uncommon, right? Somebody fact check it. You know?
A dragon whelp. Oh, yikes! Yikes!
No good. No good.
Yikes!
So what you're looking for, Ryan, when you're pulling?
Demonic tutor.
Yep.
There's a lot of uncommons that are rare.
Let me see the back of one of these.
Are you looking at the blue ink mark that's on every magic card?
Yeah. You look at the.
Yeah, you see that there?
Yeah.
It's on all of them.
I have a story about that. When I first started buying vintage cards, like very early, I got into it with a seller about the blue mark on it, and he educated me, and it was a very humbling experience. He's like, "That's how they're printed." All right, here we go. Demonic tutor.
Damn.
Boom. That's tough. You don't want lands in this section.
Agreed.
Yeah.
The good news was this was a free pack.
Yeah.
You know?
This was nothing. It's been sitting so long, it just doesn't register.
So remember, Wubby back then, Play the Clip, said, I'll cover this one for you.
Just get me
all
out.
the good
Just
stuff
get me out of
concentrating
here.
towards the bottom.
Oh God!
All right, there's only one thing to do here. Danny, come flip this card for me.
Whoa! Calling in.
didn't work so well last time. It's all right. Talking to my pecs.
Well, I don't know if I need to talk to do this. I'm going to be
talk.
honest.
Narrate.
All right, I'm flipping the card right now. What do you want this to be?
What do we want this
Demonic
to be?
tutor.
Demonic tutor,
I
please.
think I pulled the last one.
You did pull the last
Do it again.
one,
Yeah,
I
let's do it right
think.
here.
No
way.
Oh, okay, wait.
That's still good.
No, it's not.
It's trash.
Spoken like someone who's played against that before.
Yeah. It's tough because you recognize the card, you get excited, but it's like, I don't think there's value there.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Demonic tutor. Boom. Gloom. Doom and gloom.
That's a really bad omen.
How we're all feeling.
That's a good omen.
Here, let me get in here real quick.
Get in. Please rip it.
It's not good.
Ooh, little J.
I summon Drew.
Okay.
Can you redeem this chair?
No, I can't, but I might on accident.
Demonic tutor.
Is this the last one? Because I'm locked in for this
You're
one.
locked in. It's the last one.
I'm locked
It's
in.
a tutor. It's a tutor.
Do it, Matt.
This one.
Do it. Please.
Man, this is less fun when you don't hit.
Wow. Maybe don't upload this one.
Well, here's the thing. It's about the rares.
Okay, so
Yeah, we're here for the rares.
it's about the rares. I say, can I lead?
Yeah, please.
I don't have to
Please
flip,
do.
but
Do
let's just start by getting rid of what we know, which is the
yeah.
island.
Rare island.
So this, hopefully not. We're praying. I'm gonna leave this.
Sure.
We leave that for last?
We'll leave it, well, we'll see. We're gonna start at each
that's
pile and
true.
see where. Let's start. You wanna start here?
Yeah, let's start there. I like
Do you want to
that.
start?
No, you start. It's
Okay, so
calling your name.
let's. If this is a rare, we hope it's good. If it's not a rare, that means we can flip the rest of these.
Yeah.
Or if it is a rare, we can flip the rest of these. All right, here we go. Wall of Air. Is that uncommon?
I think that's uncommon.
This is worth fact checking.
I heard
I think so
keyboard.
too.
This is worth
Zach is
Wall
keyboard.
of
We have
Air.
clicking coming.
My boss just spent all of their money on that.
He's gonna how to
Job
return
applications, Florida.
Uncommon.
Uncommon. Okay,
Uncommon.
good. So
Uncommon.
that means
Which means that's a demonic tutor.
this is an uncommon if you want to flip it.
Which means this is nothing. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you did say nothing.
That's Siren's call. We said it was nothing.
So that brings us to these two.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to start.
I
I think that skill check gets to flip one together.
really hope this is a rare.
Me too, because
Actually, we need this to be.
We
rare now.
need this to be a rare.
Ready, go.
Oh.
Unsummoned. That is an uncommon.
I think
believe.
so.
Which means we got a rare island.
Uh-oh.
No way.
that's good news though.
Unless it's one of
Someone had
those
to do it.
rare. All right,
Someone had to do
I'll
it.
flip the last
just get us out of
uncommon.
here,
Yeah.
boss.
Just take us out.
Really wipe that on the table.
No, that's this. Yeah. That's
no.
Good. This is good.
Charles.
This is where we want to be.
So that means here's one of our rares,
Now,
everybody.
here's the thing. All of this is moot and is not hurtful if that's a Black Lotus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or if it's just anything.
That we recognize.
Okay, I'm not going to
Anything-
look at it. I want good reactions.
Make sure it's on camera, bud.
Are we happy?
Oh my God.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
That may be the worst alpha booster that is possible to open.
Hey, when we were all here to share it together.
That's exactly
It's a
right.
great time.
Gentlemen, that's exactly
That's
right.
right.
That's
History was
happy to be
made.
here.
History was made.
Gentlemen.
It was the salts that got us there the whole time.
Hey,
yeah.
the next person opening an alpha deck, you're lucky. We got this one out
You're
of the way
talking to
for
us
you.
in a year.
Yeah, that's true. Us. Our next deck is going to be great.
You brought the other one with you, right?
Oh yeah, it's always with me. Yeah. Hey guys, this was really bad.
Yeah.
In case we didn't realize.
That was not good, huh?
No.
No, that wasn't good.
We made $600 back.
Yeah.
Chipping away at the investment.
I think I'm just going to put that in a deck.
Yeah.
That was good. Hey, that
I would
was,
play this.
And we were here.
All right.
Let's just delete the footage.
Do we upload this? This does feel worse when you don't get anything.
Yeah.
Let's fake it.
Wait,
We've
is this
talked about this before in like esports and stuff. We've found scientifically
Yeah.
we have more fun when we do well
Yeah, win.
than when
Winning
we
is
don't.
more fun,
Yeah.
usually.
All right, well done.
Hey, that's one less force field out in the world.
You're welcome. Your deck is worth more now because of us here today. So
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go cry.
That was good. Hey, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Man, dude, the wind got sucked out of this room.
Oh yeah, you just got freaked off. It's one of the most coveted accomplishments in all of sports. The Demacia Cup is the crucible where boys become men. It feels good to be competing.
nervous?
Yeah.
I doubted the shit out of this roster too.
I play League of Legends, so that way there's always 4 other people who know that I'm better than them.
It's a game of chess, and I've got the butt plug engaged.
I have never hated anybody more than these 5 people.
No, gout's not contagious. Ever again. Ever.
How do you handle his ego?
Why don't you peel me like that when we're duoing? What the hell's going on here?
No, he lives!
Oh, I can't believe he didn't die.
They had to replace their mid laner because he was indicted in the Epstein files.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
In the moment, things kind of went tits up.
Winning this trophy is truly everything I've ever worked for.
This is our game. We just got to close it out now.
I think it would feed my family for generations. This is do or die.
Quick pause. Sorry, that light was. You know, it does that occasionally.
The Demacia Cup is where boys become men. This is the first taste of war. I'm Charles, Dr. Zalost White, top laner for Shopify Rebellion Z Squad. Growing up, it's always one of those things that you chase, but you can never really picture yourself attaining it. Winning the Demacia Cup is everything. That's hoisting the Stanley Cup. That's winning the Nobel Prize. That's a gold medal in the Olympics. It's one of the most coveted accomplishments in all of sports. I think it would feed my family for generations. I don't think there's a bigger brain in the entire Clash circuit than Matt Fluffy Puffy Llama.
Yeah, no, my childhood, my upbringing really is what played into me being a good jungler. I had to fend for myself, nobody look after me. I studied the school of hard knocks, learned the rules of the street. I mean, if you think about it, the jungle is just the streets, but different.
The things he's able to see, they go against conventional wisdom.
The gold I get from killing the minions reminds me of the money I didn't have growing up. The team I play with reminds me of the family I never had. The team fights remind me of the boys I used to have to beat off just...
Danny on support, it's like Mozart writing his symphonies.
I play League of Legends, so that way there's always 4 other people who know that I'm better than them.
Danny is a true bright spot, like a mime busking in the street because he barely gets to talk.
It just feels right, it sounds right, and it always is. I don't think I've ever seen him make a mistake.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Interestingly enough, another person on the team is notorious for having a big ego thinking they're the best.
Yeah, Fakester.
Annyeonghaseyo, my name is Andrew E.G. Fakester Losi. I'm the ADC for Shopify Rebellion Squad.
What's the EG for?
Erect Gaming.
Are you aware we were supposed to do this interview an hour and a half ago?
Yeah, you said 11 o'clock.
It's 12:30.
I don't think that's right.
How do you handle his ego?
Laning with EG Fakester is not the easiest.
I just like feeling powerful over other people.
He's a hound dog, and he's got to eat.
But I think that he knows deep down that I am the reason he is who he is.
I don't think it's really an ego. I think it's just the reality of life that I am just better than all of these people. I think it's hard to have an ego when it's just the truth.
Oddly enough, for everything I've said, I would say EG Fakester is one of the key reasons we win games. The weak link is very clearly Gouthaver, and I would say it is 100% because of his gout.
Christian Gouthaver Valaceres, and I'm the mid lane for Shopify. I mean, I'm the newest member to Shopify. I think everybody on the team gets along really well, but I don't really get to talk to the team much. You know, I don't know if somebody told them that gout was contagious.
Many of us, myself most notably, was concerned about the contagious nature of this disease. You know, is it infectious? How does it spread?
No, gout's not contagious. If anything, it's a blessing.
He was actually here this morning in that chair.
Like in this chair?
Yeah, that chair.
The chair I'm sitting in. Yeah, is there someone around? Can I get a different chair? Like, is there someone here that can get me a different chair?
How has having gout impacted my professional career? You know how when a blind guy loses his vision, all of his other senses are heightened? It's kind of the same, but for my CSing ability, for my general map knowledge in macro, I feel like those other senses have been heightened by my inability to walk. Winning this trophy would mean everything. It would silence the haters, especially on my own team. I think it'd be a good catalyst to jumpstart the career and look at other teams like maybe T1, maybe G2. You know, I don't think these talents need to be kept in North America.
I gotta tell you, going into this tournament, I wasn't feeling great.
So this is a single elimination tournament?
Oh, is it single?
Is it? No, I was asking.
I mean, I felt in my element. Winning is just natural for me.
If you win all 3 games, you get a trophy and awesome prizes.
What? At the end of the day, nothing else mattered.
Lock in! Let's
lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in.
I did everything I could to get picked up by the Phantom Dogs.
We're playing Wolf.
Wolf. The Phantom Dogs.
The Phantom Dogs! My deal fell through last second. There was no part of me that wanted to play with EG Fakester.
Oh, it shows we're scouting right now. Oh, shit.
When you see your opponents in Clash laid before you in the Demacia Cup, and you get the opportunity to scout them, analyze them. These could be Smurfs, though. We have to remember that. Yeah. It's a game of chess, and I've got the butt plug engaged. Damn, inserted would have sounded better. There's a butt plug in my ass right now.
I'm gonna look up Puppy October and see if it...
I'll take Tropical Q.
Puppy October, let's just say if I saw him in my childhood, he'd be dead. It was not his jungle, it was my jungle. I was letting him walk in it for a little bit.
Oh, wait, Matt, they just target banned you.
That is my most played.
That's so funny.
When I see that my teammates are being target banned and not me, it just bodes really well. They don't know the champions the same way that I know my champions.
I, of course, wanted Yorick.
If I don't see a Yorick fan, I'm going to be insulted. Oh, Yorick!
Oh, the York man.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, the Demacia Cup opponents we played definitely did their homework, so I had to make a quick game time decision to pivot into something that I knew was safe, I knew was certain.
Okay, I might just do Garen then.
How do we feel about Volley Bear? I watched a YouTube video on how to play Volley Bear about 10 minutes before Champ Select.
All right.
All right, warm up those pingies, boys.
Yep.
I knew we had that in the bag. Dude, I have never hated anybody more than these 5 people.
It feels good to
Why
be
am I so
competing.
nervous?
Because you're worried about how bad we're going to beat them.
I should have beat, dude. I gotta go beat B.
I'm more the glue guy. I'm trying to stay aware of what's on the table and what's at stake, reminding us that this is do or die.
Okay, he's going in.
Nice.
Nice, boys. I love what I'm hearing down there, boys. If you could see how little fun I'm having up here. I just control-clicked my spells. That's how you know I'm playing serious.
Oh shit, he's fucking locked.
Mechanically, I would say on the Shopify Rebellion Z squad, I am among the most elite, not only on our team, but in the world.
Did they change the tempo of this game? Why do I move so fucking slow? God, my CSing is actually unbelievable. Her ult is down, if you're still here, Matt.
She's back.
I should probably grubs here.
God, he's taking so much damage from the minions, he's not respecting them.
It tells a lot about a person when they don't respect the minions.
A little high five on the way? Hell yeah.
How do I high five?
Oh, Lissandra's coming down. Maybe just turn on her.
When the big team fights are happening that are going to decide the outcome of the match.
Yeah, this is serious business now, boys.
That's when time slows down for me. You know, I can see every moving piece of the battlefield.
They get close, we turn. If we get close, we turn. We turn.
I think we really made a good job with our calls during the team fights. We knew when to keep the pressure on, stay fucking tweaking on their nipples in there, not letting them just disengage.
Nice.
We are rolling over them.
Yeah, this is so good.
I did everything I could to just get in there and hit them with the full Garen combo, which, as most people know, isn't the easiest thing to pull off, but with Fakester feeling that type of way, I knew I could do it for him.
Yeah, I turned my brain off for that entire encounter.
A huge kill top lane, Charles.
Thanks, brother. She thought I was going to miss that minion.
See you, bub.
Oh, very nice.
That is smurfing on Volley Bear.
He did have a good game on volley. It did shock me. I was making all of the calls. I think he just did a really good job that game of listening to me specifically.
Good work, boys. Our macro's just better, too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. Wait, what? Is this guy stupid?
Maybe they weren't Smurfs.
Is that GG?
Go.
Oh, okay. We're burning out.
I can turn turrets off with my ult.
Oh,
yeah, but no one.
I got them both. That's GG. End it.
The FF.
There it is. GG.
Holy shit. Chills.
That feels good.
Fucking game.
Not gonna lie, my biggest fear is we showed up tonight and didn't win a game.
Just outclassed in every way.
We're playing the Troll Kings next.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! They have a Plat 4 player.
Instant Trundle ban.
Oh, no doubt the Troll Kings specifically were the most terrifying opponents to go up.
The Troll Kings are the team I was personally least worried about.
Yeah, I have to pee so badly.
Yeah, you got 3 bans, then a pick.
Oh, you targeted.
Oh, why does everyone hate me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm no stranger to getting target banned when they look up my stats and see just the raw performance, but gameplay speaks for itself.
Who should I be playing top? It's just Aurelia is such a pain in the ass. I'm just going to do Trundle.
You're using their namesake against them. That's crazy.
Trundle, in the game, he is known as the Troll King. So I thought maybe doing that could be dangerous, given the amount of bodies they've piled up. Unfortunately, I know they had to replace their mid laner because he was indicted in the Epstein files.
This is going to be our toughest match yet. Fuck yeah.
Do they have enough teleports?
Triple
They're just gonna cheese like pushes.
They're gonna do some crazy cheese.
Man, Aurelia is such an annoying champion.
The big moments in League of Legends for me is when it's just me and my opponent. In lane, 1v1, just a good old-fashioned pugilistic hootenanny where the better man wins.
I think she missed cannon. Fucking idiot!
What a pig.
Don't say that, guys. I just missed cannon.
I've got this Aurelia playing real scared.
How are you feeling about this, Charlie?
We can fight it. I actually think I'm pretty confident.
That early gank that I led the charge on with Matt.
I'm coming up. Ari might be there first, but I'm coming.
We came in there with plans. We had studied the tape.
Oh, I didn't think you'd hit that.
And unfortunately, in the moment, things kind of went tits up.
Finish it. I think you can kill.
No shot. She lives. When Andrew pulled you down to the separate call, what did he say to you?
Is there a way we can do this one without the cameras rolling?
There was a lot of soul searching.
Yeah, so first of all, I said...
From the both of us.
Second of all, I said you...
We had a very private conversation.
Third of all, I said you...
Fakester's known as a bit of a hothead, but it comes from a place of love.
Fourth of all, I said you... Ever again. Ever.
But I think the threats to my family were unwarranted.
And that's just what I said. It was just a couple of things.
That's a bad call from me, sorry.
It's all good.
What's our vibe captain up to? Can we get some words?
Dude, vibe captain, he's here.
I was worried, but given my over a decade of experience in the Rift, and I knew I could find something that would work, and by golly, I did.
Yeah, fuck you, Aurelia. I'm too good. I'm too good.
Oh my god, the vibes are amazing. The whole reason I picked a Nivea, worst case scenario, is sit under tower with egg and just don't interact with her.
It seems you were in egg form over 60% of the game.
Correct. Yeah. 62%.
Uh-oh, guys.
Go. Oh shit. It's happening.
No,
The
you
prophecy.
live and you come up and you... Oh no. Oh no.
Prophecy's been
time.
killed.
He was an egg the entire time, just trying to see the gray screen. And I think a lot of that comes from the gout that he's suffering with.
You can have more of an impact on Summoner's Rift in an egg or in the gray screen than you can alive a lot of the time. Really more of a macro mind game than focusing on getting kills in KDA players. That's just not my style.
Ooh, Danny, that was nice.
Did we turn on this?
I'm coming.
I'm coming as well.
Oh my god. My heroes.
Oh,
Oh,
I got
he
eaten.
got 8. He got 8 the last second. Alright, we just go drag. It's fine. We just go drag.
Good job.
Luckily, they were absolutely pathetic when it came down to crunch time.
Hey Matt, if Aurelia's still here, just come with me. Yeah, she's still here. I'm gonna start this.
Oh, she fell right into your trap.
God, Trundle pushes turrets so fast. I'm gonna grab their tier 2 for this. I grab their mid. That's fine, I'm gonna just grab their turret.
Oh, time's already here.
I got tier 2, huge. I got their inhib.
Trundle things.
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot you were in the game.
They were all over the place. Not buttoned up at all.
If you hold them there, I can get their Nexus turrets.
There is no way they just let you do that.
You could tell when the big moments hit, they really floundered.
That's
Guys,
GG.
I'll push this. You guys win the game.
Hey guys, I got the
Nexus down.
Think about
Good work, boys.
Boys, we're in the championship.
Let's go.
2-0.
That one I thought was kind of a free game, and I was ready to just go next.
Wow.
Holy
Wait, championship,
moly.
we get a trophy if we win this one?
Going into game 3, we were the favorites by a landslide.
The third game, there were starting to be some flutters. I could feel the team was getting a little bit nervous. It was the best team we were going to play all day.
Alright, let's get it.
Oh, blue side.
Someone just tell me who to play. I'm struggling here.
Well, it never feels good when your team abandons you in the cold like that. I was asking for any kind of guidance, which fell on deaf ears, so...
I'll just rip the Garen.
Alright, boys, this is it.
This is it for all the marbles.
The big one.
We gotta take this one home.
We have to.
Bitcoin's at like a 90-day low too, so it's never been a better time to get into it.
If you can come top, Matt, this Malphite super dies. Nice, Matt. Fucking nice flash stun. Holy shit.
Dude.
This Malphite is one of the most embarrassing CS opponents I think I've ever had. Like, it's clear he understands the basic concept of CSing, but he just can't do it. You want to see something really scathing? Watch your kill stream in
I'm
just a
watching
second.
right now.
No, he lives!
He's
How
so
much mana?
No, I can't believe he died. Oh, I can't believe he didn't die.
Yeah, I could hear the fans let out a collective gasp of shock and disgust, and you could feel the tide shift.
I thought that would kill.
Walk me through in game 3, Dragon Pit.
Mm.
They're looking to drag. They're looking to drag.
Things go south fast.
Yeah.
I gotta get out. Holy shit.
That dragon was a tough spot.
No way! I'm outside of that. That's so stupid.
I think what happened was Discord went down or something. I was telling Andrew things to do, and he was just not listening.
Oh my lord, that CC. Holy. That's...
Damn.
That was unfortunate.
That's tough. That's all right.
I shouldn't have gone back in there.
It was deflating. It was. But the beauty of being the glue guy is no matter what the situation is, you gotta stay solid. You gotta stay adhesive. I knew if we could just stay together, stay huddled together, we could overcome this adversity. We could get out the other side.
We've won harder games.
Yeah, no, this is winnable.
Everybody started thinking we were losing. I knew at that moment I had to be the vibes guy.
This is about sending a message.
She's on Rift.
Yep, I'm coming straight to
We
it.
can start moving. We can start moving.
I think they're just giving.
Nice. Okay,
Big
okay,
macro,
making
we're
some
back, we're
moves.
back.
That was good. You know, how can I get out?
Just hit
run
the
towards
turret.
the wall.
Just hit it.
Nice.
Boom.
Very well done. Very good driving.
You know, I live by a motto that if people are waiting for me to do something, it's too late.
We have a strong presence top if you guys want to rotate here and kill this Malphite.
I'm coming.
What's his face? Has TP advantage.
That's fine. We still kill him.
I need to get there before they think I need to.
Shit, I almost died of that.
If you hit this...
We can dive here. We can dive.
Oh, wow.
Victor might be TPing. I don't have any way to answer.
Good fucking work, boys.
Careful, they might shred us here. Yeah, I'm dead. Just leave me. Yep.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. The boy who lived?
It's like when that guy had his arm trapped under a boulder for 127 hours. He didn't give up. He cut his arm off. And that's what we were going to have to do.
Oh my god, and we get away with it.
All right, boys, this is our game. We just got to close it out now.
Winning this trophy would mean everything. It would.
The weak link is very clearly Gouthaver.
And could even compete through having such a debilitating illness.
Is there someone around? Can I get a different chair?
Our weakest link is definitely Gouthaver, and it's absolutely because of the gout.
Silence the haters.
Oh, fucking beautiful.
That was the baddest ult ever.
Silence the haters.
I'm going.
Oh, good farting.
Oh my god. Wow. She just dies. She just dies not being able to do anything.
She got nuked. Holy shit.
Yeah, the calls to Baron, really every call was me. I think every single Baron was just me going, guys, we gotta go now to Baron. You'll see it.
Matt, you and I are gonna duo Baron.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Good call.
A lot of people point to that moment as the moment we almost lost. I point to that as the only reason we won.
I think we can just kill.
They're just fucking running from you.
One more good fight.
Gwen ult is down.
We're just chipping.
I don't have any words.
GG! Champions, boys!
Undefeated.
3-0, baby.
The boys are undefeated. See how it doesn't take us an hour and a half to close out a game like these idiots?
Fools!
Embarrassing.
Oh, that's good.
Let's go. Where did they ship the trophy?
Oh my god.
Oh, LCS is in the chat, watching my favorite Clash team.
LCS, you know what would be awesome?
Send us a trophy.
Oh, are they little Demacia cups? What the fuck? That's sick.
Mine's listed on eBay in 6 seconds flat.
No, Christian doesn't mean that.
Dear Christian Gouthaver Valaceres, we have done you the courtesy of preemptively placing your trophy on eBay on your behalf. It sold for $576. Oh my.
And then there's an eBay receipt. So someone actually got...
They actually sold this.
So there's someone out there that has Gouthaver's Demacia cup.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that would explain why there's 4 Demacia cups in here when I...
Yeah, hang on, there's more.
Oh my god, it's signed by the president!
Hello, I'm Mark Z, the LCS Commissioner. The LCS represents the pinnacle of League of Legends gameplay within North America and is home to our best players. Or so we thought. We recently became aware of the absolutely historic achievement of Team Moist in the Demacia Cup Clash.
Yeah, she could go. Yeah, she could go.
Nice,
around.
Matt.
And we're in awe of the team's staggering strategy, skill, dedication, and coordination.
We can.
No, he lives. No, I can't believe he died. Oh.
While these were not LCS matches, we knew the ceiling of what was possible in the region had just been raised and immediately set into motion a way to commemorate this occasion.
GG. Champions, boys.
We put together a strike team of rioters who tirelessly worked day and night to craft a trophy worthy of the accomplishment. Only the best design and materials would do this victory justice. Now, some naysayers might point out that technically there were thousands and thousands of Demacia Cup Clash winners. To those, we say, who cares? Anyone with eyes knows that there was only one real winner.
Ain't that amen?
So Riot Games and the LCS team are pleased to award Team Moist with a one-of-a-kind Demacia Cup Clash trophy.
If that isn't the best goddamn thing I've ever seen in my life, if I went right now and witnessed the birth of my first child, that would still be better. This is us planting our flag on the moon, boys.
Truly, I still can't believe that I am sitting here in this seat winning these games. Now that we've done this, what's next?
Yeah, if there's one thing I could say that I didn't get to say is if you need an ADC for a team, please just let me know. Find me on Discord.
I know they're all talking about running it back.
Well, it'll be the same roster, right? So I'll still be on the...
I sent a message to the Phantom Dogs asking if they'd still want to talk about a deal.
Do you think this team could win again?